Uh, all right, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Levon Case. I'm back again with another interview. Now, this special guest has been on Poppy 2K's podcast. He's been doing his own thing, his own podcast. Please welcome Armor Sentries.
How you doing, Levon?
How you doing, Armored? How did you first find YouTube, and who were some of the first YouTubers that you watched?
Actually, I found YouTube a long time ago, but it was mainly just watching people like Morris Console, Level Cap, Jack Frags, Matimio, X Factor, guys from the Battlefield community, and then
Mm-hmm.
like Ready Up Live stuff from the Halo community, Halo follower, shit like that. I didn't
Okay.
recently find the Crumb side until about last year's E3. Was
Mm-hmm.
watching some like E3 shows and everything, and ran across a couple of people's channels like BGST and a few of the other guys, and that's how I kind of found the whole Crumb side of YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you get the name Armored Sentries?
It was originally one of my old gamer tags.
Mm-hmm.
Armored is because of the tank, because I'm the head of the armor division in Battlefield. Ever since Bad Company 2, and then Sentries is due to the fact that our clan is Sentries of Adversity.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just combined the two.
Interesting. How did you get into Xbox and Halo? Now.
I read the books. A lot of people don't know, but the first Halo books came out about a year to almost 2 years before the game came out. And I read Harvest, and I got into that. And then the Xbox was announced back in 2000 and came out 2001. And I got into Halo from there. But I was a fan of Bungie because they made Marathon and Oni, which a lot of people don't remember the actual game. And that's the actual
Mm-hmm.
true predecessors to the Halo franchise.
Mm-hmm. Mm. No, and how did you get into Xbox?
Fell in love with Xbox when I found Halo, and then like one of my favorite other games that for launch titles was Bloodwake. So like played Halo with my buddies, used to do LAN parties back in the day for Halo 1, which a lot of the younger cats don't know what that is, but we used to sit there and haul TVs and Xboxes in the back of our car
It used to
just
be
to
like a
go
lot of
party.
modders, like
Yeah. And
that sort
then
of thing.
Halo 2 is what set the precedence for online gaming at that time. So like like it just captivated me on everything. And then like uh, we started our clan. I want to say it was back in '05 is when we started the clan. So like the clan kind of grew from there, and then we just kept going on from that. I mean, if it wasn't for the clan and the love I have for Halo, in all honesty, I probably would have got off of gaming a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it gaming is a hobby. Everybody knows that, and gaming is a
Yeah,
form of
it
entertainment.
is.
You know, the way I look at gaming is different than how you look at gaming. I look at gaming as people that I like to hang out with, chill with, uh, and play the games that I want to play with. Now, some people may call that social, but I mean that's essentially what I want to go on there for. Besides just doing the competitive thing, I want to go on there and chill with my buddies, drink a few beers, and shoot the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I prefer playing more multiplayer based games than single player games.
Mm-hmm. What was your first time playing online on the original Xbox, and did it have a big impact on you?
I can't remember the first game I played online because there was a game before Halo. It was when they were beta testing the original Xbox Live on the OG system.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the first like true like game I spent the most time religiously in was Halo, and then it was Star Wars Battlefront, the
Mm-hmm.
original OG Battlefront, and then Battlefront 2. And then I moved
Okay.
from there. I went to what's it called? Red Faction 2. And then they also had on the OG Xbox, they had Unreal Tournament 2, which was one of my
Uh-huh.
other favorite online shooters at the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm. Do you play on other game systems like PlayStation, Nintendo every now and then,
I
or you
haven't played on the
just
PlayStation since the PS3. I played the Nintendo a while back because I played what was it on the Wii U? The Mario
Xenoblade?
Maker, Mario Maker, Xenoblade, and then I played a lot of Skylanders with my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's about as much. I play a lot on the PC, mainly RTSs, League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstones. Like I play a lot of different PC MMOs and MOBAs. So
Mm-hmm.
like I do play on other consoles. I just prefer primarily Microsoft and Xbox.
Okay. Uh,
Actually, I was just getting done with a League of Legends match with a new guy.
okay. Cool. What have you learned when being in the crumb side, like being around in the lower side of the community?
That's a good question. I mean, what can you not learn from this side of the community? I've learned that there's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers on this side of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I learned that you can't trust everything anyone here has said or will do because you never know what's gonna happen.
You
I
could
also
get
learned like a lot of these
manipulated.
motherfuckers, they will let anything go.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what happens, no matter what is said, no one has integrity to stand up for anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good when you're all arguing, bitching, yelling, all this shit, and then the next week y'all are all buddies. I don't understand how that works because where I'm from, once you fuck up with someone and they extended their hand out to try to fix it again, there's no more extending the hand out anymore.
Mm. Uh, who you think is behind that whole gay Sentries account, that whole thing or
Oh, it's
whatever?
someone that Dave knows. And I really don't care. I think it's the funniest shit in the world. And the only reason why I know it's someone that Dave knows is due to the fact that the photo was removed off my Facebook after he grabbed it that night that he put it on the Jordan Dizzle podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order for someone to get that photo, they would have to get it through Dave or whoever gave Dave the photo.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's someone that either gave Dave the photo or someone that Dave knows personally.
Okay. When Poppy 2K was on that recent Resurrection podcast, was he telling the truth? Was he telling the half truth, or was he just straight up plain lying to you or anything?
I think Poppy holds a grudge. I think Poppy can't let shit go. I also believe that the situation that happened with Poppy, the thing I don't get, and this is why I call bullshit, is for almost 9 months he was fine with me talking shit. He was fine with me being out of control, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently, now he's saying he's not fine with it. Well, here's my question: where were you in them 9 months where you said, "Hey, yo, bro, you need to cut this out"? Because I went back and I looked and at our messages, and there was a message on
Mm-hmm.
November 10th that him and Thanos wanted to have a meeting, and Thanos put in the message board that he needed me to calm down. Now I calmed down slightly after that. Now here's my question: Poppy was the one that was always hyping me up, telling me, charge your energy shields. Where's
Okay.
the honey buns? Where's this? Where's that? So like, how can you say one thing but then you do another? Actions speak a lot louder than
Mm-hmm.
words. And his actions were saying that he wanted me to keep doing the stuff that I was doing.
Okay. So you were basically like one of his like this. How can I say this? Like the aggressive person in the group.
I'll put it this way. This is the way I look at it. I'm an asshole. Everybody knows this. Everybody on SOA knows this. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be real to me. You need to tell me what you want and how you want it. Now, if it's something I can do and provide, then yes, I'll do it. The thing that I don't like, and I've said this to Poppy before, so it's nothing new, is I feel like what you did was you're using me as an scapegoat. Instead of telling everybody, yo, you know what, I fucked up, I did this, I did that, you're like pinning all the blame on me. Kind of like how everybody
Mm-hmm.
pins all the blame on Thanos. It's
Yeah.
essentially the same shit.
Um. So what are you gonna do for your competitive gaming? Like, are you going to keep doing that? Are you gonna balance the trolling, or
No, I'm
what
still
is?
doing the competitive thing. We're just waiting for
Oh, okay.
Microsoft to bring out the app in November.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What
gonna
is
take
your?
it slow instead of trying to do it on YouTube. I'm gonna build up with all the clans that I know on Xbox and go from there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. What's your favorite game of all time?
That's a tough one because I have a lot. Uh, you want to narrow that down to maybe the console Pacific or generation Pacific?
Generation console specifically, any of
All right.
that.
If it was on the 360, it would have to be. And I know a lot of people don't know this game, Kingdoms of Amalur.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about OG Xbox, I would have to say Halo 2. And a game that I grew up with back in the day that was on the Sega and everything, because that's what I played a lot of, was
Mm-hmm.
like Sonic, the Spider Man series back when the Spider Man was like the little beat 'em ups, the Ninja Turtle, stuff like that. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
I liked Mario. I enjoyed all the Mario games. I preferred, if it was going to be Nintendo, it'd be Donkey Kong. I
Okay.
prefer Donkey Kong over Mario any day.
mm. Mm.
PlayStation, it would have to be Resistance. I thought Resistance had a better story than Killzone, and it was an overall better game.
Did you buy it at launch or did you?
PlayStation, I bought, I want to say it was like 2 years, maybe 3 years after launch for the PlayStation 3. I bought
Mm.
the PlayStation 3 the same year that MAG came out. I think MAG came out 2 years after the console launched. Because that was the
Mm-hmm.
game that I bought the console for was MAG, which MAG was complete and utter fucking dog shit.
Mm.
I
Okay.
thought MAG was gonna be like Battlefield, but in a bigger, grander scheme because they were selling the game for 250 players on one map.
Mm-hmm. Is that it or?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay. What do you think of the PS4 Neo and the Xbox Scorpio? Are you getting any of them or?
I'm getting the Scorpio.
Okay. Do you
Uh,
like the idea of upgradable consoles?
I have no problem with it, and the reason why I have no problem with it is because before the 360 and PlayStation 3 came out, the life cycle was every 4 to 5 years, anyways. So they're just sticking with the original life cycle. If you think about it, I
Mm-hmm.
mean that's all they're doing. I mean, by the time the Scorpio comes out, it'll be 3.5 years. No, it'd be about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's about the same life cycle as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox OG. The
Uh-huh.
Xbox One came out 2001, and then the fucking 360 came out 2005. No one complained about it back then.
Mm-hmm. Mm. What's the future of your channel and what advice can you give to up and coming YouTubers?
Well, I can't give too much of any advice because I'm still learning myself. So I mean, they would have to talk to, like, if you want advice, and a lot of people give the guy shit. Hit up Thanos. Thanos can give you good advice.
Mm.
He doesn't know everything, but he knows enough to help you out. Or Brimstone or Shaner. Them guys help out people. They and here's the thing. You hear people saying that giving shout outs and letting you on your podcast is helping you out. That's a fraction. But when you have people like Thanos and Brim and Greg and them that actually like help you learn how to edit, help you learn how to do thumbnails, you know, show you like what you need to do on your channel, like how to tag your shit right, stuff like that. That is helping someone out on their channel.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's more help than just giving me a shout out.
Okay. All right, chat. any questions for Armored Sentries? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Any questions, chat?
How many people you have in the chat anyways? You only got 3 people in here, son. There ain't no questions.
Any questions?
Oh, it's the video game lover. How many people you have in the chat anyways? You only got 3 people in here, son. There ain't no questions. Dave's video game lovers in here. No questions. Video game lover. You know what? You're right. I disturb little retards like you. So you can enjoy that one. Dave, no one can get the pic, Dave, because it was on a live stream when you was doing the video. They would literally have to get it from you, or you would have had to post it on Google. So try that one again. And if you didn't make the sock account, then why are you so guilty about it? You wouldn't be talking about it if you didn't make it. Like, how did you even come over here that fast? Lavon. How you
All right,
gonna
I'm back. I'm
How you
sorry.
gonna leave on your own cast? How you gonna
What were you
leave on
saying?
your own cast?
What did you say?
I said, how you gonna leave on your own cast?
No, I had to do something. It was really quick. I'm sorry. Was there any questions for you or?
No, man. Dave. I've had Next Gen shout me out. I've had you shout me out. I've had several people shout me out, and I've only gained maybe 2 subs out for shout outs. That's why I say it doesn't help. Trust me, I check my analytics on a regular. So when someone, even when Next Gen shouted me out when I was on his cast 3 different times, I didn't gain any subs off of that. So that doesn't gain you any fucking real recognition. Look at fucking One Stop subs counts for when he got a shout out from Rich of Review Tech. He only gained a total of 11 subs that whole month off of that. Well, actually, in that 1 week.
Hello?
That's because your photos are all publicly shared, Dave, on your Facebook. Yes, you are right, Dave. You got my name out there. But like I said, my name was already out there because of the Poppy situation. I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is if you look statistically based off of analytics, shout-outs don't do a lot. And even bigger YouTubers have said this before. Hell, Stone Fox Media, fucking Angry Joe, several bigger YouTubers, even Level Cap has said it. Shout-outs statistically do not get you as many subs as people like to think. Dave, I can show you the analytics where I was on Next Gen's channel, and the same week after Next Gen shouted me out twice when I was on his channel, I only garnered about fucking 4 subs.
Dave's in the chat.
Yeah, I know he's in the chat. I'm reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
It's not bullshit, Dave. Trust me, I was looking at the analytics when I went. I jumped up from the Sentries gaming channel, jumped up to 68 subs to 72 subs on that 1 week. That's not a lot of subs.
You're the new king of the croats.
Gotta love it, son.
Then was Big Cheese paying Review Tech USA for shoutouts?
Because people are idiots. They actually think that's going to help them out. Go look at people's analytics when they get shout outs and look how fucking many shout outs, how much subs they get. Now, granted, it does work for certain people, but it doesn't work for everybody. It's going to be on a case by case scenario.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. Is there any questions? Anything else?
I got no questions. Dave wants to come in here and talk about the whole shout out thing. I got no problem with that.
Okay. No, no, I'm asking the chat if they have any questions.
Dave, trust me. Go ask another YouTuber, like a bigger YouTuber, to give you a shout out. Yeah, they're gonna ask you to pay. They're just taking your money.
Video game 58. Hold on. Obi-Wan got a crap ton of subs off of Attica.
And that's why I'm saying it's by case basis. Some people will gain a lot of subs, some people won't, but majority of the people won't gain a lot of subs. Go look at it, bro. It
Mm.
depends on what your channel provides, and what your channel has is the reason why people will stay. All right. Obviously, if my channel is not really doing a lot, then I'm not going to gain a lot of subs when you're giving me a shout out. Do y'all
Mm.
not comprehend that?
Poppy 2K. Armor and Dave fighting again. Join my stream tonight for the drama. Mm. Whatever. Whatever.
Yo, what's up with your avatar, Levon?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. uh,
Dave, I'm wrong more times than anyone. You need to be in Discord, because the amount of times that I'm wrong on a daily basis when I'm talking to people, I would probably be about a millionaire if I put $1 in for every time I was wrong.
oh, they. Oh, okay. Send it. I'm gonna send you the link, Dave. I'll send you the link. Okay, paste. All right, here's the link, Dave. Here's the link.
Give him the link.
I did.
You need to remove the link now, too. That way you don't get your trolls.
Hmm.
What?
Hmm.
I have no idea. Someone's saying that's a lot of trolls.
Send it again. Okay. Okay.
Send it
Hmm.
again.
I got 7 viewers. That's good.
Yep, you got guys like Video Game Lover running to everybody fucking telling. You're like, hey, he's doing an interview. He's doing an interview. He's talking shit about you. He's talking shit about you. I swear that guy's a fucking female. Acts just like a fucking female.
Dave, are you coming in? Are you coming in or?
Video game lover, we all know you're the first one running to a motherfucker telling them when someone's talking about them. You do it with Black Bond, you do it with everybody else. Don't fucking play that shit with me. I'm not stupid.
Dave, are you coming? Are you coming?
Video game lover, there's nothing to start with you. The only thing I'll start with you is giving you a cup of bleach so you can go finish yourself off real quick.
All right. Since I have a question, I have another question. What do you think will be the future of gaming?
The future of gaming? That's a
Mm-hmm.
hard question because you will never actually be like. We can only speculate what we think is going to be future of gaming. I can tell you what's been going on over the last few years. Hold on, is that Dave?
No, that was the video audio. Send it to me on Google Hangouts.
Yeah, that's what I was doing right now. That's why I was sidetracked. I'm trying to find Dave on my list because I'm on my Sentries account, so I'm not. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Oh, I think that was him. If that wasn't him, I could send him the link right now.
I'm here. You hear
Okay.
me? You hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You using your phone?
No, I was having problems with, for some reason I was trying to use my laptop and it kept telling me that I
Don't you
need,
have a MacBook?
no, I have a Lenovo computer.
What the fuck is a Limbo?
Watch Arrow and you'll see they use it on Arrow.
Oh, the
It's a,
Sony computer.
it's a new brand. It's pretty good. I like it. It's not like a real high dollar computer, but it's decent.
What's up, Dave? What's up?
Oh, not much. Just
So what you
I
gotta
wanted
say,
to
Dave?
just I was listening to an interview, actually supporting the channel, and I see people were thumbs down in the video. That wasn't me. I thumbs it up. But I agree with Armor saying about people helping you like Brimstone and Thanos how to edit. That's totally true. I do agree. That's true. But people getting your name, and I'm not saying you want your name in this community like anybody, but if you want to get out there, you have to get people
Yeah, but
to notice you. But
what you're
hold on. Let me
talking
just
about?
finish it. Let me just finish
Okay,
this. This
I thought you were
this is
saying.
what. No, no. I'm just saying this is why people don't say people's names when they attack them because they don't want you noticed. Like you ever see when Black Bond does a video and he don't really name the person because he don't want to give you any exposure. That's basically why it is. That you had like Rich Review Tech, they were fighting over that computer thing because he was getting shout outs. That's what he wanted. Now, there is, if you do get your name out there, maybe that's all up to the people now to sub to you, but they'll still watch your shit. You ever have a
But
case
see,
where
what
people,
what you're saying is a form of networking. I get that. That's what I was doing on your channel. That's what I did with Poppy's channel. But what I'm saying is, and there's enough actual bigger YouTubers that have said this too, that shout-outs really only get you a fraction because what will 9 times out of 10 happen is the person will go over to your channel, he'll look what you have and watch one video, he'll make a decision on if he wants to watch your shit, and if he doesn't like it, he'll leave. Now, with someone like me that doesn't really do a lot of content on a regular because I'm either doing something or I'm at work or something like that, it's not going to affect me. That's why I said it's based on a case-by-case scenario. Someone like Obi-Wan Plays or someone like you gets a shout-out from a bigger YouTuber because you provide daily content and you provide overall content on a regular. It would work for someone like you. But I'm looking as me as how I am right now and how I'm doing
oh,
YouTube.
okay, yeah, I agree to
And
that, but
then
if
there's
you're
no
if
way
you're
that it would work for me.
yeah, but it is gonna, but the thing is, it will work for people.
Yeah,
Maybe not
it'll work
everybody.
for people, but it all depends on the person and what they're providing on
But
YouTube.
let's say this: what if you're on like the other person's podcast, like as a cast member? Will that
To
help?
me, to me,
Yeah,
that's just getting your name out there, and that's recognition. That's networking. Everybody networks. That's a part of business. You know.
well, it's advertising.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Mm-hmm.
essentially what it is. It's just a form of networking, which is a form of advertisement. But that's what I'm saying. Like that is noticeable. That's what I did on your channel. That's what I did with Poppy. That's what I've
Even
done
even the
next gen. All of them.
even when somebody makes a video about somebody, you know, that's getting their name out there. No matter what, good or
Yeah.
bad, negative, whatever, you're still getting that dude's name out there.
But that whole let me retract from what you said earlier. The whole what the fuck is it called? Where they don't want to give the names out there. I get why y'all do that, but in my opinion, that's
I don't
pussy
do
shit.
that though. I say who I'm talking about.
Yeah, because to me that's pussy shit. You know, because it
But they
doesn't
don't want to
matter.
give you credit. That's what it is.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter what happens because 9 times out of 10, especially on this side of the community, just by mentioning what the subject is or what's going on, someone's immediately going to be like, "Oh, he's talking about yada yada yada." Okay, now I'm going to go see what yada 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 has to say. You know, so like it's really irrelevant even to do that because someone's going to find out who you're talking about anyways. If you really truly don't want to give them any recognition or don't want to say anything about the guys, don't say nothing.
Well, one time I'll give you an example. This is, and I didn't even know where all this hate was coming from until I found out from Kenoshi on Poppy's podcast. I did that Star Wars Battlefront video where I was on the other side of that argument with, I guess, everybody, where I basically thought, you know, nobody was going to buy this shit anyway, so I complain about it. Well, I got all this hate for this video, a lot more than normal for ones that I don't agree with everybody, you know, when I'm on the other side of the fence. I found out Black Bond tweeted my video out that he, you know, he's saying he didn't agree with it, you know, and I got all these fuckers coming from him over my opinion on Star Wars, you know, the whole season pass. So people do have the power to say something about somebody where they will come at your channel, and they might stick around, they might not.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. That's the white knights of YouTube. That's the guys like VGL and stuff that like worship these fucking dudes.
Yeah, but
Anyone
those
with
guys,
halfway of a
those
fucking
guys get your
intelligence.
name out there. Those
Yeah, and
guys
you're
get
right.
your name.
But anybody with a halfway of a decent intelligent level would make their own fucking decisions and look at the own information. Like I was gonna do a video earlier about what's it? Stone Fox Free Media did an article yesterday talking about how like the Battlefield how Dice is fucking you over with the Battlefield limited edition. But what he failed to realize is they're giving you 4 different standard editions. They're giving you the regular copy for Battlefield, which is $60. Then they're giving you the deluxe edition, which is fucking $100, and that gives you the DLC and all the digital stuff. Then you have the collector's edition standard, which just gives you the statue. And then you have the collector's edition deluxe, which gives you the statue, the game, all the digital codes, the season pass, everything. But he was sitting there trying to say that all they're giving you is the statue, and he didn't read at the very bottom of the paragraph that they have 4 different fucking iterations of the game to be sold. And that's what I'm saying. People are fucking stupid because there was over
No,
100.
it's not that they're stupid, Armored. They do what they wanted. They're using it to their advantage or whatever. These people know what they're doing. They just want to make things look a certain way. He knows the whole thing with the
Yeah, but what is he doing? He's giving false information. So that
and
100 is
that's the thing. When I first came into this community, Armored, you couldn't do that shit. Like what you're doing now, like how you're putting links and everything, that's what people used to do. And then for some reason, that shit all faded out. That's why I don't do it no more. I used to go in a video, and if I said anything wrong, I would redo the fucking video. But now how things are, hell no.
No, but see,
You
that's
don't give
what
a
I
fuck.
hate about this side of YouTube.
But
Like, I was
that's how
actually.
it turned into. It isn't right. I agree. I totally agree with
Well,
that.
here's the thing. It's every YouTuber, and this is why I don't like to read a lot of articles. I see all these YouTubers reading articles, but they
they're
pick
doing
and
it
choose
because of the
off the
views
paragraph.
morely.
Yeah, but they pick and choose in the paragraph what the article is about, and then half of the fucking time when you actually go find the article that they were reading, it's a fucking opinion piece article.
Yep.
An
Yeah,
opinion
you're right. You're
fucking
right. You're right.
And it's like, do you not understand? Do you not like the first thing in your video is you should say, well, I'm reading you an opinion piece article, now I'm going to give you my opinion on based on what he just said. That's what they should be doing. They shouldn't be reading the fucking thing and then spitting it out as facts. You know,
Yeah.
how can you do that?
No, I agree. That's like I said, when I came in the community, you had to have your shit right. And when you were in a video saying some bullshit or something that wasn't right, they would call you out for it. But I don't know. Now, within the past year, I would say, they don't give a fuck. That's why you got people coming out with this crazy shit, four Titans and all this
Do you
nonsense.
think that's one of the reasons why Crap Gamer is successful right now?
Well, I think he's
No,
successful
he
because
is.
there's so many people that can't keep their name, his name out their mouth.
No,
They're giving that guy
here's what it is.
exposure.
He's and I played with them on their game night. Shout out to fucking GKB and his She-Wolf, his wife. They're building their channel not just off of like what they're doing on YouTube, but if you go do their game nights and you do the stuff that they're doing on the Xbox, that's how he's building his channel. And they're having a huge success off that. And then they have all that they have fucking Aaron Greenberg and all of them coming on their fucking podcasts, like Aaron was on Mooch's,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and them were on fucking what's it called? TXR podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing somewhat the same similar thing that I want to do because I recently just signed up to a site to get indie games so I can review indie games. So I was going to play a lot more indie games now, and then like
Yeah,
try to
I
get the
think did
developers to come
Shaner give
talk
that
to
to
me.
you? Did Shaner give that to you? He
Yeah,
gave that
Shaner gave
something
it
like
to
that
me.
to me. Yeah, he gave that to me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
and
here. Same
and that's
here.
what I wanted to start doing. I was like, and I'm waiting for them to approve my process so I can actually
Mm-hmm.
start like hitting the indie developers up and be like, yo, I liked your game, yada yada yada. I'm going to do a review on it. Would you mind coming on a podcast and talk about your game? Because they want the exposure just like we want the exposure on YouTube. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what Crap and them are already doing, but they're doing it at a bigger level. Now, whatever Crap did before I met Crap on YouTube, I don't know.
Do you know what Crap Gamer's channel was before he was this? Before
No,
he
He
was
was
all
like I
doing
said,
like
I
Tegra?
actual
wasn't on this side of
reviews.
YouTube until last year, and I didn't really follow a lot of these guys as hardcore as
Well,
Joe
he
did.
had a good I used to watch his channel. I actually liked his channel before what it became now. He used to review the games that people gave shitty reviews that he would find the good about them. And I liked that. And then I remember with the whole PS4 and Xbox One were coming into play, he chose a side. And I remember being in the damn comment section arguing with somebody and him over what's up with Xbox. Why is he cheering up this? He used to play all the consoles. He didn't care what was what, and he would do reviews on game. He had like a little catch, like I review the games that people find shitty, I find the good in them or something. And he had a really good channel. But then when this whole console war thing took place, that's where his channel blew up.
Yeah, but on this side of YouTube, especially on this side of YouTube, you have to pick like your flag, as so to say. They say, look at
Well,
how
but
much
you know what I was
being
called
a
out.
neutral gamer doesn't work well on this side of YouTube.
And
You
that's
have
what
to make it
that's what I
decide.
am. That's what I am. But you know, it's funny. I found a video by the guy this. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that
Yeah, I
guy.
know what you're talking
All
about.
right, I type in my name every so often. And I see who makes a video about me. I get tons of responses, negative or positive. Well, I seen this video he did, and it was really nothing to do with me, but a part of the video he mentions me, so he must use my tag or something. But he claimed that all I do, he's like, Dave, I don't really know the guy. He's like, but I
He was
have
on Poppy's
talked to him
channel.
before. No, hold on. He goes, this is what he says about me. He goes, I unsubbed him because all he does is sit on his PS4 and praise everything Microsoft does every chance he gets. I asked him in his comment section, where the fuck did you come up with that? Because I'm either called a Microsoft fanboy or an Xbox fan or a Sony fanboy.
I think you're just a gamer. You're
But
But that's
just
the
but
funny
that's what
people
I'm getting at.
like where like
The labeling system on this side of YouTube is ridiculous. It doesn't matter what you do, you get labeled. Look, for example, with Rambo. They were labeling him as a Sony guy, and he's a PC guy. But because he defended Sony in Next Gen's podcast, he immediately got labeled as a Sony guy.
well,
The labeling
he's a
system here is
PC
so screwed up.
guy, right? He's a
Yeah, he's a
PC
PC
guy.
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got $8,000 on fucking Steam alone that he's already spent.
Yeah, Rambo's a good guy. The only thing, my thing with Rambo, he said he didn't want nothing to do with the drama, and then I was in Titanfall Princess's comment section, and I saw him going at her. Now I don't know what it was. I saw what most of it was
You
about.
you got to check to make sure that's Rambo because, like I
That
said,
was
there's a lot of
Rambo because
troll.
I asked him and it was Rambo.
Okay, I
It
was gonna say
was.
'cause you got to
And
make
then the
sure because
other
these
hold on.
guys got troll accounts like no tomorrow. Like there's an
And
armored in here, and I'm still trying to figure
well,
out
I
how the
know,
fuck
but
I'm
then
in.
the other night something was going on with Poppy and you guys. Poppy, I guess, jumped in the podcast on Resurrection's channel, and Rambo's saying, "Let me get the popcorn ready." Now the
Oh
funny
wait,
thing is, the funny
Rambo
thing
just said
about
Rambo just
no, but I'm
gave
just
you
saying
his
the funny
answer.
thing about Rambo is he didn't want to be in any of this drama. He was worried that you guys were going to say something about some story he told you, but he don't care when it's not being done to him. I noticed. That's all I want to say about Rambo's a really good guy. I've talked to Rambo. I like Rambo, but I just didn't like that side of him. I'll say that.
Rambo just said the reason why he jumped over there to talk shit to her is because she was talking about PC.
Yeah, but he don't want it. But that's drama. Why is he getting involved in drama if he don't like it? I mean,
Oh
I'm just saying.
I
Lord.
can't give you an answer on that because I can't speak for Rambo, but I
No,
can
but I'm just
only
saying
tell
that's
you what
he
he
got
just
brought
said.
up. That's my only problem with Rambo. That's what I'm just saying in general. I like Rambo as a YouTuber, but I didn't like that. And other people said that to me. They're like, "Hey, isn't this the guy that said he didn't want drama and blah blah blah?" I was like, "Yeah." you know.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying that, but that's actually we brought his name up. That's outside of you. I just wanted to mention that. I saw that the other night. But yeah, the whole thing with what we're talking about here, I agree with Armored to a degree on the whole. Like if Brimstone was to show you something or
Yeah,
teach, because
and
like
that
they've helped
to
you guys
me
out a lot.
and to me that's a bigger help than a shout out because like I said, to me a shout out is worthless as of this time because I'm not going to be providing the content that anyone wants to see or it's not as
Okay,
adequate
so
as it
it's
needs to be.
worthless at this time, but if you're developed and you have shit on your channel that's all about you,
Then it would
then
be
it's
worth
worth
then
something.
it would be worth something. Yes, that's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
okay,
It's
I get
it's
what
Mm-hmm.
you're
based
saying.
off to me it's based off a case by case basis because
Hmm.
like I've said, I've watched enough YouTubers. Actually, Dave Bags has one on his channel. Type in Dave Bags,
Hmm.
why I don't give shout outs. And he gives a really good example of why he doesn't give shout outs. And he says the same basic thing like a lot of the other YouTubers say. Shout
Mm-hmm.
outs just don't, as time goes on, they just aren't as relevant as they need to be because most people will hear what you have to say or they will move on past what you say or they'll go
Hmm.
check the guy out and then they'll be like, well, this guy just doesn't provide what I want to see, so I'm just not going to sub. So it's
Yeah.
like you get a small pool for little of no effort, you know.
Well, in my opinion, you get your name out there. I mean, I'm not saying everybody wants their name in this community because I mean, I
No,
don't
I
think
get
it's something.
and I get what you're saying. That's called networking. That's simply
Yeah,
just networking. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I went on
people
Nextgen's channel was
armored
to network.
people wouldn't do shout out videos if it didn't mean nothing. They wouldn't do that. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be a
but like
waste
I
of time.
said, to me, and this is me, this is my opinion about the situation. This is why I say this. To me, it's on a case by case basis. It's on like how your channel is presented. If your channel is presented like mine, where I do like a video maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever,
Hmm.
you don't like no one's gonna come over there and sub to that. Now
Hmm.
if it's someone like Crap Gamer or someone like you where you're providing content on a daily basis, then yes, a shout out to you would be a big deal. But if someone
Hmm.
like me, I'm kind of just looking at it like, yeah, you could actually help me a little bit more and show me how to fucking work this OBS, that would help out a lot more than a shout out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you have to. That's your friend helping you too. These guys are helping you out the way they can, which would be a shout out.
Yeah,
Like
and I agree,
I
and I
get.
get
Well,
that. I'm not
apparently,
saying that I'm not
hold on, hold
appreciative
on,
of
hold on, hold up. Apparently, like Rambo wants to come in. I guess I don't know.
Well, let me finish this with armor because there's something else I want to address too, and then
Okay,
jump around. I don't want to address like
Okay,
a million
so
different things.
So,
okay.
so what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, and I'm not saying I don't appreciate shoutouts. I'm just saying, to me, as of now, and until I get to that level or whatever, I don't see shoutouts as relevant as someone like what Brimstone has been doing recently, where like he gave me a thing to a video editing software so I can start editing videos, and he's walking me
Hmm.
through it. That to me is more important because
Oh
like
no, and I
that's
I
teaching me.
agree. He's showing you how to do that. I never disagreed about that. That is true. Like those guys have. I'll even say this. They have tried to help me repeatedly with stuff, and I'm like you, like where you said this too to me, like where you're just lazy and don't want to, like how basically, I just like to do shit easy. Just have it done. If I had to
Oh
do
yeah,
Nice and
homework,
well,
I used to
simple.
make
I get turned off like what is this thing called? Gabs or whatever. This software that they gave me for photoshopping.
Mhm.
I sat there and looked at it. I tried to do the photoshopping shit, and I'm like, God damn, this shit's like it's so many different fucking things to work through. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't want to do this shit. Fuck it, you know. And I'd be the
like
first one to admit to that. So like, with someone helping me with the situation with that and showing me like step by step how the shit works, how it operates, I'm like, all right, this is a little bit more simpler. But if I'm sitting there throwing it together, I'd rather go play a goddamn video game than sit here and learn how to do the shit.
well,
And
that's what I'm saying. I see my free time after work, I like the game. I love YouTube, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to sit there for hours on end making a video just to get my opinion, because my channel is based on opinions and a podcast. That's basically what it is. I give you my opinion about a subject. I don't feel like I have to have this amazing editing to give you my opinion. Which,
yeah,
if I ever got bigger, that would be fine. But I'm not right now trying to be Angry Joe or any of these guys and make a living off YouTube. I came into YouTube for the fun of talking about gaming. Will I sit here and say, have I been involved in drama and had fun with drama? Yeah. But my channel, I can prove this. My top rated videos and most of my videos that got views are nothing to do with fucking drama, which I'm going to do a video to show that. And I've been called recently, like, my channel's all based on drama. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, no. My top rated video is a movie review that got 5,000 something views. My third video is the Gamer Nate thing that happened. But other than that, it's all podcasts talking about gaming. And I'll show it all in a video here
all
soon. I
right.
just didn't get around to it.
I understand that, but like we're getting completely off subject now
No,
because
I'm
now
just
I'm
I'm
trying to
just
figure out
saying
what
in
the hell.
general,
Yeah.
like, well, we were talking about how people make, accusations or what. We're just talking in general,
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't give a fuck what half these motherfuckers in the comment section or on YouTube have to say about me because when it comes to my channel, I do whatever the fuck I want. And if I want to attack someone, I'm gonna fucking attack them. And if you have a fucking problem with it, go cry in your little fucking corner.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
how?
that's
I
just
have
the
a
bottom
question
line.
with that armored. How are you going to get Microsoft involved in you with attacking people? They're not going to stand by
And
that.
I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. But there's no way in hell, even in another 2 more years or 3 years, I would ever get to the level of having Microsoft on my back.
I think you could because you're knowledgeable. The one thing I like about you is you're knowledgeable when it comes to movies. That's comic book shit, video games. I think you have a lot to offer in that area. It's just like you like to do the other stuff, and that's gonna. I mean, I hate to say it, it'll gain you exposure and popularity in this community, but for
But
the
look
long
at
run, if you want
people.
to do something with Microsoft, it ain't gonna gain you nothing. They're gonna
Yeah,
look
but
the
here's
other
the
way.
thing. Look at people like I don't know the guy at all, but look at people like BG. BG started out doing the tags
Well, yeah,
Oh,
when
he
he first
did.
started, and then look at him now. Now he's got sponsors out the ass.
where did
He's
he
making a
start
new
doing a chat? But
channel.
hold on, I may be wrong, but I haven't watched BG channel like since the beginning.
When
Beginning.
the known thing when BG first started, he started out doing attacks and calling people out and shit like that back when he first started.
Was it like a vulgar attack, like where he was like calling out people's families and stuff, or like how was it?
I don't think it was nothing like that at all.
Mm.
But if you look at mine's not about that. Like if you go look at my
No, I'm
channel,
not
it's only
saying you.
about
I just didn't know
analytics.
what. I was just wanting to know what kind of like was he calling out somebody for their opinion or like on gaming, or was it an attack like, hey, fuck your family, like what was it? That's what I'm saying. What kind of drama was he doing?
It was kind of the same shit that I was doing, but it was not, how can you put it? It's not as extreme as Thanos' attacks. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay,
But it's
okay,
at the same level that mine's at. So
okay.
that's the best analogy I can give you. But he started out doing his videos like that. That got him exposure. Same shit with Heart 8. And they all have sponsors. They all have people that sponsor them, do shit for them, So you
Mhm,
can get that level. It
mhm,
depends on what more your content is going to have at the end of the day. And if like you present yourself well to Microsoft. And that all comes down if you're good at PR. And I'll be the first
mhm.
one to tell you I'm not a PR person. I'm a straight shoot from the fucking hip. I tell you what I'm thinking and I don't give a fuck. So like I know with my like my how I present myself, I don't think I would ever get to that point of level. Now I would be able to do interviews probably with developers and game developers and stuff like that and shoot shit with them, but to sit there and say that I'm gonna have someone like Phil Spencer on my channel or someone like Aaron Greenberg or Mike Ibarra, hell no, that shit ain't never gonna happen.
But that would blow you up though if you have these important people on your podcast.
Yes,
right?
it would blow me up and it would be something that I would love to see, but like I'm gonna think realistically. That's not gonna happen. I have to start from the ground up. And
I'm just saying,
starting by the
people with
ground up, I start with indie developers and working my way up to that level. Now, if I start doing really well with these indie developers, when I start doing the stuff for the indie developers, right, and it starts going really well, and then that would persuade me more to not be doing more attacks, you know, because I'd be more busy on that. But until I see
Did
where
you
that
get any
goes, I
like
can't really say
requests
anything.
for codes for the indie
I
side
have
that
to
was
wait
given
for
to
the
you?
approval.
Oh, okay.
Once you sign up and everything, you know, they have an approval process.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to wait up for that.
Well, okay, let's just say for this part of the conversation, I agree with Armored that you do need, it's good that people like Brimstone, Shaner, Thanos show you how to do stuff with the computer, teach you how to do videos. I totally agree with that. But I do have to say, shout outs do get you somewhere. But I
Like I
will
said,
agree with Armored when you are established. That is true.
like I said, shout outs get you somewhere to an extent, but I've said this before, and you can go look it up. Just type in YouTubers, why I don't give shout outs. And you'll look up, there's like several videos, and even bigger YouTubers. Hell, even Stone Fox Media did one about a year or two back, because I was looking the shit up, where he's even said that the reason why he doesn't give shout outs is because he just doesn't feel like it's relevant enough to do. You know, and there's
Everybody
enough
has their
YouTubers.
opinion. See,
Yeah.
but the thing I can say for my little channel, shout outs did help. I got subscribers from people when RXL shouted me out, even when Black Bond shouted me
Yeah,
out.
but you gotta realize, even the people this side of YouTube, the side that we're on, is like a small town. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
to a
matter who
degree,
you
but
Well, it's kind of
are.
like the Wild Wild
Yeah,
West.
well, no, I'm not saying it's the Wild West. Okay, for example, Dave, you lived in a small town before. You know, in a small town, everybody knows everybody. Everybody is in everybody's fucking business. It's essentially the same way I'm looking at this side of the community for YouTube, right? So even while you getting a shout out by RXL or Black Bond or any of them, 9 times out of 10, some of them dudes that are on RXL's channel or Black Bond's channel has already seen you, has already seen some of your
Well, look
content.
at Next Gen's recent thing that he's going at it with that guy Rags. That video that he made on Next Gen got 42,000 views the last time I checked.
Yeah, but look at Next Gen sub count too. Next Gen sub count only spiked up by 37 subs.
Well, I'm just saying that video will be seen and it'll get more. Maybe somebody, yeah. But the thing is, with Rags, if you look at his content, are people gonna? You gotta say, are they gonna subscribe to Next Gen? Are they gonna like the same thing if that guy's I believe he's a PC guy, right?
He's a PC guy.
Yeah, like now that's a whole different story if they come to your channel and they don't want to subscribe, but they still got your name out there where you are.
Actually,
relevant to
Next
some
Gen
people.
made Next Gen also did a comment a week ago or whatever in one of his videos where he said that even in his analytics he sees a lot of people watches his videos but don't sub. You know, so like that could be
Well, that
people
too.
that
It's
are
gonna
from
bring you
Rags or
views
somebody
too.
like that. They just watch just to go troll them and then they don't sub.
Well, let's say not only, okay, let's take the sub part away. Let's just say views. That'll get you views too.
Here's the thing. When I was looking up all the analytics and everything like that, when you're looking up for that stuff, the most thing that most analytic sites that I've read up on say that the views and the subs, the views matter. The actual watch time is the most important. Your watch time shows a lot. So like if you have a low watch time,
what's a good watch time for a channel like mine?
it depends on the size of the video. So like if you have a really decent watch time, you have a decent ratio between your views and your subs, your channel's doing good. Now if you have like, let's give an example, let's use BG. BG has 80,000 subs, right? His latest podcast only got 6,000 views. You do the percentage off of that, and his watch time is maybe 20 minutes. His channel isn't doing well because the ratio isn't adding up. He has a lower ratio than what he needs to have. And that's what I'm getting at. So, like, you can say, oh, I got this many subs, but we all know eventually all them subs you have end up being dead subs. What you have to worry about is your view time, your watch time,
Yeah, but
your likes and
one
stuff
thing
like
where
that.
subs do get you something, which I will have to say, when you go to a channel and they don't got no fucking subscribers, majority of the time people aren't going to subscribe. When they see a decent amount of subscribers, that might trigger them to subscribe if they like one of your videos. That's why people want a lot of subs, because
Yeah, but yeah, you're right about that. But for example, all subs and watch time really does on YouTube for the most part, from what everything I've read up, is, and this is the reason why people buy it, is it puts that video up to the top of the recommended list when you go.
and likes
specific
shares
thing.
your shit too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. All that really does it's like let's use a gaming analogy. It's like a leaderboard for a game. You know, the higher you have a view count, the higher you have a sub count, your likes, all that shit. It just puts you at the top of the page. That's all it really does. That's why I'm saying your watch time means more than your actual any of the other shit. You know, that's just putting you at the top of the page. But if you have a low watch time, like let's say you have an hour podcast, and your podcast's average watch time is only 5 minutes, that's terrible. That's bad.
Oh, okay.
That means you only got your average watch time 5 minutes is worth. That means people aren't really paying attention to your podcast. They're not caring about you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree. I'm saying I do agree with some of the things you're saying, and then some of the things I agree, but it's kind of different where I agree on things. But I get what you're saying, but I think in the long, I mean, like, when somebody shouts you out, I've seen it help a lot of people. Some people, like you say, it may not.
And I've said this several times, it's a case-by-case basis. It depends on the person. It depends on the person giving the shout-out, and it depends on the person receiving the shout-out.
Would you say, okay, now let's go to the whole podcast thing, people allowing you on your podcast. Now, with Poppy allowing you on his podcast, would you say that's what got you known?
No, I mean, here's the thing. What got me known was the whole little thing with One Stop. The argument when we did
you don't
the
think
Halo 2
you being
thing.
on Poppy's podcast got you any recognition in this
It
community?
got me recognition. It got my name out there as the wild card. It got my name out there as being the asshole of YouTube. But, like, in all honesty, and I've said this several times, I didn't even want to go back and do the podcast again. I got pulled in through Poppy and through Thanos, and they kind of got me into it. They got me used to the idea. They got me wanting to think about doing it for the clan, all that other shit. I was fine going on the podcast that one day, shooting the shit with Poppy, bashing fucking One Stop, and calling it a goddamn day.
So hold on, wait. So you say they like? Well, I'm saying we're talking about Poppy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying Poppy.
The aftercast after Poppy.
No, I'm just saying in general, Armor. Did you say Poppy basically put you up to doing everything you did on his shows?
Yeah, I mean exactly, bro. Look.
But why? But you're your own person. Why? I mean,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Poppy asked me on a regular, come on the cast, do this, do that. And he essentially said, yo, this is what we're doing, this is what we're going after the dream team, yada, yada, yada. Everybody fucking knows I am my own person, I do my own thing. But when you tell me to come and, you want to come sit there and talk shit about a motherfucker, I ain't got no problem doing that. I'll talk shit about a motherfucker all day long. Ask anybody in Discord. I'll troll. I'll make a motherfucker pissed off just for the fun of it. I do it with Rambo every day.
So you're telling me you wanted to do this stuff though, right?
Yeah, and I mainly wanted to do it at that time because fucking One Stop pissed me the fuck off because he bluntly lied to my face just like Poppy did in the Resurrection podcast.
I've heard you on, and I don't want to think like I'm coming at you or not. I'm just trying. I want to, from my stance of all this stuff, where I want to see what's like. Get my opinion on the whole thing.
Okay.
I really haven't talked about this because we're talking normal here. I'm not going to come in here and have a fucking shouting match. It's just stupid.
Well, we're talking normal right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't mind talking about it because we're talking normal. But yeah, like with Poppy's podcast, the one we're talking about, We Are Live. Those podcasts, you guys attacked more people than just One Stop, right?
We attacked all of Dream Team. Then we did this shit with fucking Critical Hit, which I didn't want to fucking do because the shit with Critical Hit, that whole debate, I was already in a fucking argument in a off-air hangouts for 4 fucking hours with the dude, and I told
Mhm.
Poppy several times, I was like, "Oh, I don't need to fucking do a debate. There's no point because this is just talking to a fucking idiot." And I've said that shit in the fucking in the off-air hangouts.
Mhm.
But Poppy wanted to do it. Poppy wanted to do it, so I was like, "All right, let's fucking do it. Get it the fuck over with. Move the fuck on."
But
You
one
know.
thing with Brandon, one thing I have to give him credit for, he just supposedly left YouTube recently, but I still see him posting videos. But he said he would do something like that. He'd post here and there. He did say from the get-go that this to him was like the WWE. Like, it's all wrestling, it's entertainment. So I give him that degree. I don't think the guy's as dumb as he makes himself sound sometimes.
Oh, I don't
Uh,
think the dude's dumb at all. I
I think
think
he's actually a smart dude. I've talked to him like off
I
air many
think
times. He's not like he presents
I
himself.
think he's got a little few screw looses in his head, but I'm not saying he's retarded. What I'm saying is everything that was done on that cast was monetized and controlled by the cast members and the main people. And this is why I said that what Poppy said in fucking Resurrections podcast to me is bullshit, because we were doing that for 9 months straight. We were attacking anybody, everybody. Poppy
Mm-hmm.
never had a fucking problem with it. I went back and read through all the hangouts. November 9th, it was me and Thanos. Thanos and Poppy wanted to have a meeting. I asked Thanos why, because I was at work. Thanos said, we need to talk to you because we needed to calm down. From that day on, we were still attacking people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So actions speak louder than words to me.
Oh,
Poppy says one
I watched
thing,
the
but his
majority.
actions throughout that entire time says another.
No, but I'm just saying I've watched a majority of all them podcasts. So I know everybody in that podcast was involved. If you put yourself in there, you're involved.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
You
saying.
have
I
the
have
right.
no
Everybody
problem
has the
owning up
right
that I
to
was
click
involved
off
in
the
the shit.
video. Everybody can click out. Like I can leave this hangout whenever I want if I feel I don't want to be here.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying, though. I have no problem. I've openly admitted several times I'm a fucking troll. I'm an asshole. This is what I do, and I love talking shit. You talk to anyone from SOA, they'll tell you I talk shit all fucking day long. I don't care. That's just who I am. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have to understand that that's me. Just like Brim told Rambo that yesterday. He was like, you got to understand that's just who Jay is. Like, you got to be able to just go back at him with the shit, and then he'll, like, calm the fuck down. And that's the
Yeah.
truth. You know, that's just
But
what the fuck's going on.
But what I'm saying is, you went into those podcasts knowing what was going on. You could have
Yeah,
easily said,
look, dude, the stuff was.
hold on one second though. Like I never told you in one of my podcasts said, hey, Armor, we're gonna do this. We're gonna attack this person. You could easily tell me, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that, Dave.
Well, see, and that's the thing, though. When I was in your cast, was I ever insulting? Did I ever really attack anyone? No. When I was
No,
over
not
with
really.
Poppy's cast, the stuff was already given to me, though, with the Thorny incident. I was playing fucking Xbox. Get a message from Poppy, yo, Thorny was attacking Dave on Lavon's cast, yada, yada, yada. So I get in the hangouts, and we talked about the shit. Then we went over to fucking Lavon's cast that same day. All this shit was given to me
Mm-hmm.
at the time. It was the same thing. I was at work most of the time, and the shit was sent through fucking links. Watch this video. See what this dumbass is saying. See what this dude's doing. That shit was giving to
Well,
me.
and
I
that's
didn't
like
even
with
know
you
who the,
guys
I
with
didn't
this.
watch any or One Stop's content after we did the debate. The only time the content got watched was when they were talking about us, or when we were in an all fair hangouts, just like everybody does, and we were talking about what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm. No, but what my point is I'm trying to make. You knew what you were doing. Like you could have easily
And
just said no.
yes, I knew what I was doing. And like I said, I'm a shit talker. If you give me an opportunity and you talk shit, I'm going to talk
But
shit
that's what
back.
I'm saying, Armor. The thing is, like, I've even heard, like, I'm not trying to throw his name out there, but I won't say his name unless you want me to, because I'm not trying to bring other people in this. But I heard recently in a conversation I had on one of Poppy's latest off-air chats, the one I talked to you and we squashed it. I talked to somebody else in there, and they said that they basically felt like a victim, like Poppy used them. Like, but I find it really
But
hard to believe with Poppy's podcast. Nobody knows it.
here's a
Hold
prime
on, hold on, hold on.
example.
But everybody that watched that podcast knew what the fuck was going on, knew it was going to
But
go down.
here's a prime example. And this is the reason why. And I know Kong has told people this, so I can say this. Uh, Kong did a video a while back on fucking One Stop, an exposed video or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
One Stop was obviously pissed. Poppy was in a fucking party chat with Kong on Xbox Live. One Stop wasn't even on Xbox Live. He magically jumps into a private party which no one was allowed to join in, and jumps in and starts bad-mouthing Kong. Kong said several times, Poppy, remove him from the party. Poppy, remove him from the party. Poppy was recording the fucking yelling match between Kong and One Stop. That's the reason why Kong is pissed off with Poppy. That
Well,
was a straight.
I heard the reason Kong was mad at Poppy was the whole thing. The only thing I heard, because I talked to Kong in a message, he messaged me out of the blue, and he was asking me some questions. I asked, it was real brief, real short and brief. He said to me what he was mad at Poppy about was the whole thing with Kenoshi. That was the only thing I heard.
No.
I got
It's
the
not.
message
No,
too
that was recent. I'm talking about. I want to say this was a couple of months back when this happened. This is when the whole Kong situation happened. This was I want to say before Poppy did the whole fucking call with what's the name, Demon Ralph. And that's another thing. That's another clear example of where someone got set up. Demon Ralph and Poppy had an undisclosed agreement that One Stop was not allowed to go in the podcast at all when he did the Demon Ralph interview with Baby Girl. You can clearly hear in the interview, Demon Ralph says, "Why is One Stop in here? He's not supposed to be in here. I'm gonna leave." Poppy violated the agreement.
Well, I mean, that's where the person should just fucking leave, though, in my opinion.
No, it shouldn't be. Demon Ralph shouldn't leave. If they had a disclosed agreement, just like how me and One Stop had the agreement about the analytics shit, you keep with the fucking agreement. You keep with the word of what you said. You know, you told Demon Ralph and Baby Girl that he was not going to join in, he was not going to get a link, he was not going to get anything. What happened? He got the link. He was in. It's Poppy's job as the host of the podcast to say, you need to get the fuck out of here. And
was Poppy the one that gave the link out? Is that
no one fucking knows. The only person that
that's fair.
But here's the thing.
Because the thing is, you guys the other night, like I was just gonna go my separate way with you, and just call it be, just let it, just say fuck it, just leave it as it is. But then you jumped in that night, and I'm like, how's Armored getting in a chat that? How's he getting in Poppy's hangout? That's the thing. Anybody can get in these hangouts.
No, here's the thing. That podcast, and you can go watch this, there were only 4 people in that podcast. It was Kenoshi, it was Poppy, it was Demon Ralph, and it was Baby Girl. Demon Ralph and Baby Girl ain't gonna give the link out to fucking One Stop. They don't like One Stop. Kenoshi isn't gonna give the link out to One Stop because Kenoshi doesn't really associate with One Stop. The only person that associates with One Stop on a regular is Poppy. That's how I analyzed that it was Poppy that gave the link out, because there's no other person in there. And Demon Ralph specifically said, and even Baby Girl in that cast on air, why is fucking Poppy, why is One Stop here? I'm gonna leave. As Poppy's job as being the host of the podcast, he should have jumped in and fucking removed. And the same thing with the Kong situation. If that was me with Kong, I would have kicked fucking One Stop out of the damn party chat, and I would have cussed the motherfucker out that brung him in there.
Well, I'll say this. I think everybody that was in those podcasts knew exactly what was going on, including Poppy.
You're right. Everybody knew what was going on, but the thing is how it was set up. It was the same thing with me. Look at how it's going on now. Now Poppy's trying to use and say that I'm the one that was causing all the drama. It's the same thing with the Thanos thing. Like I said, everybody says Thanos is always the problem, yada, yada, yada. And half the time, Thanos isn't the fucking problem.
Well, I have a
people use that because they don't want to admit when they're wrong.
I don't want to address, the whole thing with Thanos, we'll talk. I told Thanos the other day, I messaged him if he could talk. I don't know if I ever got a message back from him. That's a different, I don't want to give my opinion on Thanos.
No, I know. I'm using that as an example.
Yeah, I'm not addressing any. I know, but I'm just saying in what I'm trying to get at, everybody in those podcasts knew what they were doing. They could leave at any time. Nobody was forced to be there.
See, I agree with you on that. What I'm getting at is it was the way he did things, the way he approached the situation.
Oh, yeah, he probably was trying to make
He had this shit set up every fucking time. Like I said, it was for entertainment. I get it was for entertainment, but you're pinning the people in your cast against each other. That it makes you look bad. Like when the whole fucking falling out with me and him. These guys didn't talk to me for fucking 2 months because whatever fucking Poppy was saying, they refused to fucking talk to me. After Poppy and Thanos had their falling out over the AMD shit, they come back to me and was like, yo, Jay, you're right. This is actually what he did because he did the same shit to fucking Thanos.
Yeah, I mean, well,
People,
I think everybody, like I said,
criminals,
Armored. I'm not saying
criminals and
Poppy's
people
innocent.
have patterns, and
No, I'm
Poppy
saying
has distributed
Poppy's
the
not
same
innocent.
patterns over and over again.
He's not innocent by any means because he was involved in them and he ran those shows. Like if I ran a podcast and that shit went on, I'm responsible. Just like, but there's other people in the podcast doing it too. I mean, that's how it is.
And
But
I've never, not once, not owned up to everything I did on the cast. I've owned up to
no,
every
but what I'm trying to
thing I
say
did
is,
on the cast.
what do you want from Poppy? Like, what? I thought you guys were. Didn't you guys squash shit the other night or no?
What? Hold on. Where are you getting that I'm mad or argued or with Poppy?
No,
I was
you're saying you're telling me right now like Poppy said that
because you're asking my opinion on how I felt about the situation, correct? So I'm giving you my honest opinion and how I feel about the situation. That doesn't mean that I'm
you're
mad.
telling me I thought this was all squashed, but is it not squashed or is it?
No. You see what you're getting at is you're thinking that I'm still mad or I'm upset.
No, that's what it
This
sounds.
is an interview, right?
Like
so you're asking me key questions, and I'm giving you my honest answers to the question.
Oh, okay. So
that doesn't mean
where
that
does talk? It just sounded like you were still upset with them. That's all.
No, I'm not upset
Yeah,
with them.
it is an interview.
Here's the thing.
I didn't want to jump in.
Here's the thing, Dave.
You said you sent the link, Lamont. So
here's the thing, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Criminals, people have patterns. People have do a lot of the same traits. They repeat a lot of the same shit over and over again. Same thing in gaming. When you, if you actually look at the statistics for a lot of heat maps on shooters, you'll see that most people run the same paths. They do the same thing. A lot of them die in the same spots. It's all there.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Poppy's patterns, to me, show that he's going to keep repeating the same shit, regardless. Just the same shit. Because
well, Jay, what do you think about the recent interview? The recent interview that he did.
Recently.
Like, what do you think of it?
It was good. It was good. I mean, it was. I didn't watch that long because I'll be honest, it was dry. It was very boring. From the beginning to me, like Poppy didn't want to be there. Like there was no energy in him at all.
So you're saying So basically, what I'm getting out of this, you're saying he wants to do drama, but he's just.
No, I'm not saying that. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just saying you're.
From when I watched that interview.
Hold on. Let me say something. You just told me that he felt like he didn't want to be there. So, in other words, why didn't he feel like he wanted to be there?
Look, it could have been several things. He could have had a long day at work. He could have been tired. He could have been arguing with his girl and came on there to do the cast. I don't know the reasons. All I'm going is based off his voices. It sounded like he didn't want to be there. I mean, if you listen to the tone of his voice and the way he acts, that's not the same Poppy 2K. He didn't do "We are live, ladies and gentlemen" shit. He didn't have like the entertaining, energetic voice that he usually has. He was very tired. It sounded like he was very tired, and he was very like not in tune with what was going on in the cast.
So basically, what you're telling me is he wants to do drama. He's going to go back to that.
No, now you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
You said that before.
No, I didn't say that. See, you're putting words in my mouth, Dave. I said the sound of his voice sounds like he was tired, like he wasn't energetic.
Before that, you said somebody's always going to go back to what they're doing, right?
Looking. Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah. Look here. Let me give you an example. Me and Poppy had our falling out on December 29th because that's when the last time we texted when I was looking at the Hangout.
I gotta give you credit too. I just want to say this: you have dates and times. I couldn't keep up with all this shit. But I gotta give you credit on that.
All you gotta do is sit there and look at the Hangouts and just record the times and dates and put it down on a notepad. It's not that hard to do.
I wouldn't even do that, but that's good. I mean, that's cool though. I do have to say, I just like damn.
Okay, so here's the thing. We had, on December 29th, we had our falling out. Everything happened through there. He didn't show back up on YouTube from the week after that until about the second week of February. Then he started coming back on YouTube with that guy, what was his name? Q something? The other Spanish guy that wanted to do the podcast. The Spanish podcast.
Juan Manchu.
Juan Manchu.
Yeah.
he did several podcasts with them, and I was watching the podcast because, you know, I was supporting him still after that, and I was watching, and I was like, look, you know, Poppy's actually changing his leaves. He's changing his leaf. He did about 3 podcasts like that. Then he reverted back to drama. Then that was around the same time he did the Demon Ralph shit. Then a week later, he did a talking shit about fucking Crap Gamer about the 10 teraflops, which I sent Poppy several fucking links and articles on that time showing that there were several other YouTubers that reported on the same thing because it was something that came out of Kotaku. And all Crap Gamer was doing was reporting and giving his opinion off of what he read from Kotaku. And Poppy basically said it was a roast, yada, yada, yada. That was the reason why One Stop was in it. They was all talking shit because they wanted to roast Crap Gamer. And I told him, just like I told him back on December 29th, as a friend, I would come to you when you started doing drama because you told me you didn't want to do drama, and I would call you out on that because that's what you said you was gonna change.
He was gonna keep it gaming and that sort of thing.
He did several videos, and I give him props for this. Several podcasts, I want to say about 4 or 5, that weren't drama. Then he did drama. Then a couple of weeks later, situation happened with him and Thanos. He disappeared again. After he disappeared for about 2 months. What's the first podcast he comes back and does? A drama cast about the situation between me and One Stop on the week of E3. I actually had a conversation with Poppy.
And I want to say
hold on, let me
about
finish.
that.
Let me finish.
No, I just want to.
Well, let me finish first.
Hold on, I was called into that cast. I just didn't join that cast.
So that's it. So that's a different story because he said that he didn't call any of y'all into the cast. Y'all just came in.
Well,
that's not what he said with Resurrection.
I got a call from Google Hangouts and I answered it, and I was in the cast. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so then the story just changed right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, now, I don't know what was
all right. Tell the.
Here's the rest. So.
Okay.
At the time of E3, me, Rambo, and the other guys decided to make a new group called Digital Blend Gaming. This was 2 weeks before E3. I hit Poppy up personally and asked him to be a member. I asked him to come in and join and everything like that. Then, 2 days prior, this was on the 9th of June, I hit up Poppy. It was me, Kenoshi, and Poppy in all fair hangouts. I told Poppy, I was like, look, we already have everything set up with Rambo. He's done overlays for Digital Blend Gaming. He's got the titles, everything like that. I know you want, and he said he wanted to do E3 on his channel. I was like, look, we can't do E3 on your channel. We're going to do it with Rambo. Poppy disappeared. He didn't show up. We sent him call messages on there. Didn't show up at all. Comes back 3 days later after E3 on the fucking 17th and does a podcast with y'all about fucking drama. Then he continues to do podcasts about drama. I watched the podcast, everyone he did. They were only about, in total, 30 minutes of fucking gaming in there, out of 4 podcasts. What does that tell you?
Well, I mean, that's maybe what he wants to do.
And if that's what he wants to do, then announce the shit.
But
don't try to hide.
That's what you want. Now, you said this to me before. You want him just to come out and say, hey, that's what I want to do. Right?
Yes. And I was going to tell him because his last cast, he put at the bottom of his description, video games, drama, and something else. And I was going to applaud him because finally, even if it's in the description, that tells me that's what his cast is for. So he changed the story yet again when he did that, though, because when we got in our argument, he wanted no more drama, all gaming. Then he goes and does drama. Now he puts it in his description, drama. You see where I'm getting at?
Oh, no,
nothing adds up to what he is saying.
I'm not sitting here like damage controlling for Poppy or nothing. I think he's just as guilty of those podcasts as everybody else that was involved in them. No, I'll say that. It's true.
Okay.
And I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is he says one thing to everybody else, but he does another. And when you do that, it doesn't add up to me. You know, now
well, he told me that he had some family issues, which I'm not going to say on here. You know, that's why he stepped away from YouTube.
That I get. I have family issues too. Everybody has family issues. That I understand. That's fine. I'm not going to knock that. I'm not going to sit there and say that that's the problem. Anything like that. But he was notified 2 weeks before E3 that we were setting up to do a cast. He didn't even take, and he said yes to doing the thing with me and Kenoshi in the party of being a part of the Digital Blend Gaming. Then he refuses when we tell him that we're not going to be able to do it on his channel. We have to do it on Rambo's channel because Rambo put in all the work.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes 3 days later and does drama. That's not only slapped in the face to the situation that's going on, but then that's a slap in the face to Rambo and the hard work that he put in for the fucking
Do you
digital
have
gaming.
messages of all that, of him saying he's going to do this and then, like, not do
I
it?
have messages of us asking him to join Digital Blend Gaming and everything like that. The only messages I can't say, but I have a witness that heard him say it, is Kenoshi, and that's because we was in All Fair Hangouts when we told him, because we asked him the same day, and it was on the 9th of June, when we told him that we're not going to be able to do the cast on his channel. We have to do it on Rambo's channel because he put in all the work. Fucking Poppy was saying he was okay with that, yada yada yada, and then we didn't hear back from him again until the 17th.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, my whole thing is, I think, like I said, everybody who's in those podcasts are guilty. Like, it's nobody's excused. Everybody sat there,
Listen to that podcast.
No, I'm just saying, everybody sat there, laughed at what was going on and everything. Like, I've heard from, I'll say it, Kenoshi. He said he didn't. He said Poppy used him. Nobody used nobody. If you jumped in there, you jumped in there. You could have left. Everybody was aware of what was going on.
Look, I don't think, like, I'm gonna have to hear Kenoshi's story about the whole Poppy used him because I'm not following on that part. I can
Well,
only
that was
tell you
what I
from
was
what I
told
see.
tonight. That's what I was told tonight when I squashed things with you.
I have to talk to
Okay.
Kenoshi about that because I don't know where the whole Poppy used him. I know why Kong was pissed off. I know why Thanos was pissed off. I know why Afterlife is pissed off.
Now,
As
Afterlife told me, he told me, and I got the messages to prove this. He said he was just doing this for fun. That's all
well,
he
yeah,
said.
that's the
That's
truth.
what he said. That's what he said, Dave.
Yeah, he said, I'm waving the flag, Dave. I'm done. I don't mean nothing bad
Yeah,
towards you. I'm just having fun.
he was doing all the videos and everything he was doing from fun.
That's what
That's
I
what
heard.
he's
That's what he
talking
said.
about. Yeah, that's what he's talking about, the videos, because we all said that. We've said that even about the one-stop videos. This is all entertainment. We know, like, I've said this several times, even with the shit with one-stop. It's going to be gone in 2 weeks. No one's going to pay attention to it. No one's going to give a fuck. And he's still going to be able to do everything he wants to do.
And that's what I thought. When you guys were arguing on my podcast and shit, and then you guys were in that, the only thing that made me look at this whole thing, why I got involved, is because in my live chat from one of my old hangouts, you guys were going at it, and I'm at work. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? My phone's blowing up, and then I decided
Yeah, I remember
to go
that.
look. I decided to go look at the videos of what you did. That's why I wasn't going to get involved. I've seen this too many times with One Stop. There's so many people that have accused him of botting. It's ridiculous. You know, and then
But it's not even accused anymore. It's factual, dude. Everything shows facts.
There's other people I've seen that they came out and did the same thing, like BG supposedly botting, you know.
Actually, no, that's actually true because that was back in, I want to say 2011, 2012. BG was actually on YouTube's actual fucking website for a known botter.
But
so
I'm just saying,
that's all factual too.
It's factual to what people want to believe. I mean, if it's,
well, people at this point, people on the crumb side, hold on.
That
people,
the guy was a known botter. That's 100% factual.
Well, the thing is, even if he bots or don't bot, I never said here and said if he does it or I don't care if he does it. I don't really care.
Well, the thing is, and I've said this before on Resurrection shit. It's a really fucking common thing. That's why I don't understand why he's not just gonna say, yeah, I did it. It's a huge thing. That's the reason why YouTube is changing their policies because from what I was reading on their actual site and everything, almost over 60% of people on YouTube have bought bots before. That's a huge
maybe
fucking
that's a good thing when they do that. I think my shit's legit, so I could care less.
The botting, all the botting does is it just pulls your algorithms and your fucking information to the top of the page. That's it. And the more it's at the top of the page, the better it's at the top of the page, the more legit people are going to actually see it when they type in the search engine. That's all it is. And it's a common thing. You can buy right now on fucking your phone. You can buy for $1. You can buy fucking 1,000 subs, 1,000 fucking likes, and 1,000 fucking views.
Oh, I see. No, I watch the videos. I've seen these type of videos before too. Like there's been other videos like that Sony only guy. He did a video like that. Like I was the one that when me and One Stop were getting into it, I commented on that video. Like people are saying, oh, whose side is he on? No, me and One Stop have had our differences. We have went at it before, and there's times where I got pissed at One Stop. But we get over it, just like I got over it with you. You
What about
know.
with
But see, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
actually, believe it or not, me and David Maddox are cool. He messaged me the other day. I have no problem with David Maddox.
Okay.
But
But
the rest of the
here's the
glitch, I
thing. What
can't
I'm getting at,
ignore.
I don't care if the guy bots. I don't care about that shit. Just be a fucking man and say, "Yo, bro, I got caught. This is what the
Yeah,
fuck
but
I did."
Armored, nobody's gonna come at like. Let's say I was botting. Do you think I'm gonna come out and say, "Hey guys, I was botting and just ruin my name"? No.
No, he's gonna keep it to
Yeah,
himself
nobody's
and
gonna come out and admit that. That's gonna make you look
I
stupid.
would. If you caught me right now, just like y'all caught
Yeah,
me
but
with that
that's
podcast,
something you
I
would
would
do.
come out
But
and fucking admit that shit.
most people wouldn't do that, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That would make them look bad.
they want to keep their image a certain
Yeah, they want to
light.
keep their image a certain way. Like I said, I don't care what he's doing, if he's botting or not botting. But I'm just saying, if he is doing it or anybody's botting, they're not going to come out and say that shit. They'll
Oh
never
yeah,
come
you're
out and
right.
say
But
that.
like I said, I mean, that's the difference. That's the reason why I said earlier, this side of YouTube, no one has integrity at all. There's like, even with the viewers, there's no integrity because half the shit right here that people get that do on this side of YouTube, if they did this in like actual real journalism or if they did this in their job, they would be fired. You know,
Oh
they
yeah,
wouldn't have a fucking channel. You know, at all.
I
Yeah, I
agree.
mean,
Like, I had to act straight. You had to have everything straight. You fucked up in a video, you had to have something in that video saying something what you did, or somebody would call you out on it. Now they don't give a fuck. That's why I don't care. If I mess up in a video, oh, I'm not redoing it just
so
because
you're
there's nobody
saying you're
else.
basically saying, oh well.
That's
If
essentially what the fuck it is, man. It's this side of YouTube. They don't care that no one, the viewers don't care if they get the incorrect information. The fucking guys don't care if they get the incorrect information. That's why in every one of my videos I make it a point to put my source leaks because I want my viewers to actually have enough mindset and a brain to fucking look at my channel and be like, let me click this link, let me see if he's wrong. And I've had on my what's it called, Xbox Scorpio rumored thing. I have people in the comment section writing opinions about them. I DM'd them, several of them, and I said, look, you need to read what the thing says. It says a rumor price holder. You have to take that with a grain of salt.
well, I
I am
seen
just
I
reporting
seen
on it.
IGN was reporting that video about the Neo is going to come out this year. But if you read that article that they're getting this shit from, it says right at the bottom, this could be the Slim. And they're not
That's what
saying
I'm
that in the
saying.
video.
It's all clickbait shit, but the thing is like they don't put that information in the information. That's why I don't read opinion piece fucking articles on my channel. I
Now, and I
won't
want to
do
say
it
this.
because
I
I
want to
don't
say
want to
this
read that
too. I
bullshit.
want to say this too. When I mess up in a video, I'm talking about I fuck up, say something wrong. If it's something bad enough, I will say, hey, I screwed up on that. I don't, but I'm not gonna go redo a whole video if I said something wrong like I used to. It's not nothing like real big like where I mislead everybody in the community. No, it's not like that kind of fuck up. That's what I'm wanting to say.
Okay.
All
But
right,
yeah.
Rambo's been waiting long enough, so
But
you
hold
gonna
on,
let him in here?
one more thing I want to address you with, Armored, is this whole gay Sentries. I'm not behind this. I don't know why you think I am. I
Look,
really am not.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I said this to you before. The
You can
photos
say I gave
removed.
a picture. I didn't
Hold
give.
on. The photos
Hold
removed.
on, hold on. Let Jay talk. Just let him talk. One at a
The
time.
photos removed off my Facebook immediately right after you posted. You posted in a live podcast, so no one else could get that photo. The only two people that would have that photo is the person that sent you the photo that could have did it, and I said this earlier, or it's you. So whoever gave the gay centuries the photo is behind the situation. Now I
But
can't physically say it's you because I don't have the proof,
you
but I
don't.
can only connect the dots, and the dots connect that only two people have that photo as of now.
Two people and it's funny. This is the funny thing about that photo. Where do you think I got that photo from? You
You
think
got it from my Facebook.
Yeah, but you didn't think that somebody told me about that? You think I really looked up your name and everything? No.
No, you said it yourself that someone gave you the photo. That's why I just said, hold on, that's why I just said earlier, whoever gave you the photo is either behind the Gay Centuries account or it's you gave the photo to some other troll to do it. But the thing that proves that it has to be someone that you're around is It came up on the day you did your video. It's been on your channel
Well,
several
they can't
times. It
take.
was never on anyone
That's
else's
bullshit,
channel.
dude. I'm telling you, I have nothing to do with this fucking guy.
I'm not disagreeing with you with that. I'm only connecting the dots. As someone that does this for a living, when I look at stuff, I connect the dots, and if it makes the most sense, 9 times out of 10, it's actually going to
Well,
be
9 times
correct.
out of 10, this time you're wrong. I'm being
Well, if I'm
respectful
wrong,
saying that.
I'll apologize. But until I find out who really sent the photo and who really did the gay Sentries things, I can't say anything. I can only assume and go off my gut, and that is what my gut is
I
telling
just
me.
want to know this though. I'm not good with editing and all that. Can't somebody view my video, stop it on the part where I showed your picture and take it from there?
No, because I went and looked at the Google Plus account, and that is the exact same photo. If you would have did that, the screen share would be different, and
Okay.
the actual photo would be different itself. So,
Now,
like, yeah, you can say that, but like that wouldn't add up.
oh, so they can't get it that way? I would have
They
because
can
I had.
screenshot it. Yes, they can screenshot it, but the photo would be different. It would be completely different. It would have a lower res texture. It wouldn't look the same.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? And
yeah.
if
Well,
you
I'm
go
just
look
saying.
at the
Let me
photo
look
on
at
that
this.
guy's Google Plus, right?
Let me look at this
And
Google Plus. Hold on.
you hit information, it pulls up the same information as what it was on my Facebook for the photo details. So
No,
that means someone downloaded it and then re-uploaded it to another channel.
so you don't think at that time when I shown that picture that somebody could put like what I said in the video or got any information from One Stop's podcast, say, oh, let me go look and
I
change
was on
it?
my Facebook while you was doing that because I was talking to my brother, so I immediately removed it right after you showed it.
Well,
There's no
this is what I'm
way,
trying to. This is what
unless
I'm trying
you
to
gave
prove.
my personal Facebook out to several other people, there's no way they could have got that
Yeah, but
right
you know
away.
how they found your Facebook? It was really easy. It was really easy how the
It
person
was
It
found
because
your
the
was.
gay
Facebook.
Sentry's name
All
was
they did was just
under
put.
my
All they
nickname.
did, because the reason they found your Facebook was because Jay. I guess you have your nickname in your profile,
Dave, I
right?
just said that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there's other people that could have done this at the time to get that photo. It's
Yes,
like,
but it's too convenient that they all
and
have the same.
you do
Hold
know
on.
there's people on YouTube that got even more photos of you that have it from when you had it on your Google Plus was open, right?
There's never any photos that was on my Google Plus.
I've heard there's people that got photos of you of like shit with your that you had up on Google Plus. That's what I've heard.
I've never had any photos on Google Plus.
Or that's what I've heard. I don't know. That's just
Well,
what I've
then
That's
heard.
where.
whoever told you that would
That's
have
where you
incorrect
heard.
information.
No, I'm just saying. But the thing is, with the whole photo thing, how it was easy to find. It was just your name was in a nickname, and then they said how you punched in. It was like right below your when you look up your gaming Facebook thing.
Yes, and
So,
I
I'm
agree
just trying
with
to
you.
tell you, people could have had that at the time.
But
It's not
here's the
hard.
thing. Here's what you're not understanding. I agree with you on all that, but it's too convenient. It's way too convenient, Dave. It all shows up on the exact same time you do that video on the exact same time that everything goes down. If they had all this information and they
Well,
had these
who do you
photos, which I
think? I
don't
want to know
care.
who do you think is from my end is trolling you with that account? I'm just curious.
Oh, well, it's probably Video Game Lover.
Video game lover?
Some.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
about
give him the
that.
most.
I
It's
don't
either Video
know.
Game Lover or Jordan, because I know Jordan has several troll accounts, and
Jordan,
he's the type of guy
no.
that does that. Or it's Video
Jordan.
Game Lover.
I can tell how
Here.
Jordan types. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Well, the thing is, this is the problem with the whole thing. I don't even know who it is. So maybe it is Jordan or VGL, but I don't think so.
What I'm
It
saying
could have
is,
been anyone. That could have been
it's
anyone.
someone that has a close relationship because of the way they're acting and the way they're typing.
Well,
With you and One
I'll say
Stop,
one thing. When I squash something with somebody, I'm not behind this. I'll just let
I
you
get
know.
with what you're saying, Dave, but I'm just giving you from every like I said, I connect the dots.
Okay,
The
well,
dots
what about
connect
all
that
the
it has to
accounts
be someone
about
that's
me?
associated
Like,
with y'all too.
no, I'm just saying there's accounts out there about me with my pictures and shit on there,
Well, Video Game Lover just said it's not him. He just said
Just
it.
because he says it's not him doesn't mean anything.
But I don't believe nobody could just snag that picture from my video. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean I don't know.
But I just said that, Dave. If they snag, here's the thing: if they snag that picture from your video, right, and they did a screen share, it would be when you looked at the details for the photo, it wouldn't have the exact same details as the photo on my Facebook.
and that photo.
That's what I'm saying, because when I looked at the Google Plus, it had the exact same details as my Facebook.
Well, that photo too is a very small photo, so you got to blow it up to begin with to get it to be a
Yeah, and
decent
that's
size.
what I'm getting at. The details would be different. So that photo that is that the guys have, you can obviously tell that someone either re-downloaded it or someone gave it to another person. Because when you download it and you send it to someone else, it stays with the exact same details of the photo. It gives you the titles, the picture images, everything like that. So when you go to more, when you right click on your computer and you look at the more options for the photo and you look at the details on it, it's the exact same fucking details. So it's not a screenshot, it's not anything like that. It's not been photoshopped or been tampered with. It's the original fucking photo that came from my Facebook.
Well, I mean, I just.
Whoa. Hold on. What's
Steve,
this
hey,
whole
hey,
fake account?
hey, video game
Hold
lover, what
on,
you
hold
doing
on.
here? What
Who
you doing
invited
here?
me?
No, I had the link when Levon sent it, but I'm only
And
here just to address
Lamon
the whole
and
fake
Okay,
account.
okay, address it real quick. Address it real quick.
Jay, what's this fake account?
Gay Sentries, you have replied to it several times on the fucking Dave's live stream, and don't say you haven't because I was there and I
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
screenshot you
just
somebody's
as a
replying to it.
replying
joke.
to it,
Hold
that
on,
don't
hold
mean they're
on, hold
talking
on, hold
about
on.
it.
Let him talk. Let
Just
the
as a
video game
joke,
lover
I'm not the
talk.
dude that's running on it.
Like
I
I
don't know who
said,
that guy is.
hold
I've
on,
laughed on this. I laughed on some of the comments, but I'm not the guy
hold
that's
on.
running it.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm only assuming. I'm only going off of the information that I see in front of me, and the information I see in front of me, and all the information I know about all y'all. It has to be someone in y'all's inner circle. Hell, it could be someone that you may have gave the photo to someone other. All I'm going off is there's key people that had the information, they knew about the situation, and it popped up too convenient to be on Dave's channel and throughout that whole week while Dave was having the beef.
The
It
only
didn't
I
show
want to
up
say
on
this. I
any
want to
other
say this.
podcast besides your cast.
The only person I gave that photo, and this was already after this was created, because this is when me and you were arguing. This was the first time I went on Titanfall Princess's live stream. She was yelling about you. I sent her that photo, but that account was already created, so that's the only person I ever sent that to.
I mean, I don't care because the photos were back in 2007, so like it doesn't bother me. I mean, if y'all want more photos, I could send y'all more photos. I just what I'm getting
I
at
mean, I
here
don't
is
know
like
wherever the photo's from. It don't matter. I'm just want you to
what
know
what
I'm
what I'm
not
getting
behind it.
at here is the point of the matter is when you look at stuff, you have to look at stuff as how it is, and you have to be able to connect the dots and say, okay, this, and this adds up. This, and this doesn't add up. That's
No,
what I
I
did.
think you're. But the thing is, the problem is here. There's people that could just create that are watching this that want to do it. That's all there is to it.
And I agree with you on that. That's why I said all I can give you is an insinuation. All I can give you is
Oh,
my
okay. I
opinion
just
on
want you
the
to
on the
know.
information.
I just want you to know because I told you this the other night, dude. I'm not behind that.
And
Yeah,
Dave,
me
I
neither.
haven't look, Dave. I haven't said it was you. I haven't bluntly said it was you because I don't have 100% facts. The same thing with VGL. I'm just giving you my opinion on who I
Okay.
think it
Oh,
is.
okay.
That's
Okay.
all it
Okay,
All
is.
right. That all
okay.
makes sense.
Is
All right.
that
Well,
it,
I'm heading
video game
now.
lover?
Yeah, that's all I want to address. Okay. All right.
Okay, okay. Now, can you
Sorry.
please
Sorry
leave?
about that.
Okay, okay.
Yo,
Yeah, you can let
Rambo still
Rambo
wants
in
in
if you
here.
want. That's cool. I got all my questions asked.
Is that it, Dave? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I would like. Um,
Rambo.
you want to do an interview? I've been.
You want to do an interview?
Never mind. You- Any
What did you say?
questions? Any questions, Chad? Any questions? Last questions
You
for any.
gotta invite Rambo because you told him that he could come in.
I did. I don't know.
Yeah, earlier, remember Rambo was supposed to come in. You sent him the link. You said he could come in,
I
and
didn't send him the link.
well, no, you didn't send him the link, but you said that he could come in when Dave did the whole little thing about Rambo. Remember?
Okay, I'll send you the link, Rambo. Okay.
Lavon, you could simply just say, "Yo, this is my cast. I do what the fuck I want."
Yeah. Yeah, but if he wants to address something, but whatever.
Oh my God, Lavon.
What?
Halo's dead, son.
That's funny hearing it from you.
Hold on, I'll send the link through Discord.
Oh Lord. 14 viewers. Thank you guys.
Rambo, I'm gonna send you the link through Sentries
14
Gaming Discord.
viewers.
Actually, I'll just send it
14
directly.
viewers.
Rambo, there's a direct link in your Discord message box.
14 viewers.
That's good, Levon. At least your channel's growing, man.
Well, it is growing. Thank you,
You
Dave.
still need to
Thank
do
you.
the Demon Ralph thing because you're supposed to do Demon Ralph before me.
I said I postponed it, dude. I'll do it eventually. It's not gonna be right
I know.
now.
I felt a little bad because you had me in line like after Demon Ralph and like Demon Ralph got through and
Okay,
didn't do
okay.
his.
I'll do it eventually. I don't know when, but I'll do it eventually. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
I want to say this too. Whoever is gay Sentries, when this shit does blow over, which I think it has, reveal yourself. I just want to know who you are myself too.
Oh,
I'm
That will
okay.
never happen because the key thing about trolls is they're supposed to be anonymous. That's the reason why you fucked me up when you gave out my information. Trolls are supposed to be an anonymous source.
Well, I mean, if it is somebody around my circle, I just want to know who it is. Like, it just for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Bitch, the only time I like turtles is when I'm eating a fucking turtle, alright?
Rambo.
Yes.
Okay. Are you here, or
Yes,
what you
I'm
have to
here.
address? What you have to address right now, buddy?
Well, the whole thing about me and drama.
Okay.
Here's how I feel about drama.
You don't like when it's done to you.
No, it's not even. I'm not gonna inject myself into it because of the fact that I don't want. There's no point in it to me. The only point in it is to me is just like entertainment. It's almost like Jerry Springer. I'll watch Jerry Springer, but I sure as fuck ain't gonna go on the damn show with him. Same thing with drama on YouTube. I'll watch it. I'll listen to it. I think it's funny. Some of it until it gets to the point of it being like way personal and like personal attacks. At that point, it's not funny anymore. At that point, it's gone too far, in my opinion. However, the thing
Okay.
with Titanfall Princess, she was talking shit about PC guys, and she was spreading misinformation about PC. So
Like,
therefore,
what type of things she would say?
oh
Like,
God, well, I mean that we steal every damn game, even though my Steam account's worth more than her damn car. Um,
You
I
don't
don't.
think that? Yeah, but you don't think PC gamers steal a lot of games?
Do you, y'all still the console gamers steal just as much?
How?
You
Like
buy a
compared to
fucking
PC
used game,
game?
don't you?
Huh?
You buy a used game, don't you?
That's stealing?
Yes. Is any of that money going?
Actually,
Is any of that
he
money
is
going to the developer?
he
But
is
that's not.
correct.
That's still. You're still paying
No,
a
no,
little
no,
bit.
No, you're
Dave.
not. You're paying the
Dave.
company.
Hold,
It'd be
hold
the
on,
same thing as
Rainbow.
me. It'd be the same thing as me paying the person who actually put the whatever the
Hold,
download on there. It'd be the same thing as me paying him.
hold
Yeah,
on,
but the
Rainbow.
companies allow it. That's the problem. They allow
But here's the thing, Dave. When you buy a used game, a percentage goes back to GameStop. It doesn't go back to the developer. That's the reason why like companies like THQ and stuff it went under because the used game market was ruining a lot of their revenue. They weren't making the money that they were supposed to be making because people would go in and trade their games back to GameStop, and they wouldn't get the percentage that they were supposed to be getting back. That's why a lot of these companies have went over the years. It's because of that and just bad business management on their part. So, like, yeah, he is correct. When you buy used games, you're technically
But you think
stealing.
that you
The
think
only
you think
difference between a used game market and pirating is
pirating?
pirating is considered illegal. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but pirating you don't pay shit for it. You
You
just
don't
snag
pay.
the
It
shit.
doesn't matter. You're not the whole purpose of buying a game is to give the money back to
No,
the
I'm not
developer.
saying, but I'm sorry. I think there's a lot more people on PC that pirate their games than versus buy them on
Here,
PC.
is that a
let
misconception
hold
though,
on. Let's
or
get
is
to the
that
honest truth about this whole Titanfall Princess shit. She
okay?
did that because Next Gen was getting attacked by Rags.
Yeah,
Rags has
the
a
only thing
high.
she
Hold
wants to
on.
do, the only thing she wants to do is get Rags' attention.
Yeah, she wants to get Rags' attention basically, and she wants to get him to make a video. He doesn't need to make a video. She's just trying to make herself relevant. That's it.
Okay, now
That's all it
what
was.
about with the Poppy situation when you said you gotta get your popcorn ready? You're tired of that situation, right, Rambo?
I'm honestly like just like I've told. I mean, I've told Jay this. I've told Thanos this. I've told you this. I've told everybody this about this whole situation between y'all and the other both sides. I guess it's getting old.
But you're in the
I'm actually
comment
getting
section getting your
yes,
popcorn,
like getting the
right?
popcorn is actually watching it to be actually be finished. It actually be done.
come on. The thing I just noticed, when it's not happening to you, it's fine. But you were telling me, oh, I don't want no part of this, blah blah blah. That's the only thing I said. It's not a real big deal.
But
I
hold
mean,
on,
no,
he hasn't interject
I
himself
haven't
into
interjected. I haven't even even in that comment section. I would never once like went at anybody in there. I never once said anything negative about anything.
with
I'm not
Titanfall
injecting
Princess
myself
or
into it.
the other comment section.
No, excuse me.
What comment section?
The comment section of I guess Jay Thanos and Poppy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The thing
I
when we
I didn't
just
go at anybody. The only thing I said was
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
get the
saying you're
popcorn.
going at anybody, but you're claiming you don't want this to go on no more. But you're pretty much you're keeping it going by saying, oh, let's get the popcorn ready. Let it roll. You know.
Yeah, let's get it done. This is the first time that they've
I
actually
didn't see
talked.
that comment. Let's get it done. I
Do I
saw
have to
let's
spell? I don't have.
ready.
I'm not gonna spell everything out for you. I'm not an elementary teacher.
It don't matter. It's
I mean,
still.
if
I'm just saying you're
I
still
mean,
there.
your perception of what my comment meant doesn't mean that it's actually what my comment meant.
You cried to us that you didn't want this going on no more, and then I seen you in the chat wanting it. It looked like you wanted it to keep going. That's all I'm saying.
Because you have a perception, just like what Jay was saying earlier. Whenever he was talking, you were going off on a whole different tangent as far
No,
as
I
like what
was
Jay was
talking
actually
about
meaning.
stuff in general that we were bringing up. We were
Right,
talking
but I
about
mean,
like the
Jay even corrected you, like saying that you're putting words in his mouth or whatever. You're
No, I
assuming
wasn't
that he
putting
was.
words in his
God
mouth.
damn it! Just let
No,
me
I
talk.
wasn't putting words in his
You
mouth.
were putting words in my
You
mouth
were.
if you were
No,
trying
I
to
Okay,
said
say
stop.
that I
I
wanted
Hold
to
said
do
on, hold on.
drama.
One at a
I
time. One
said
at
the
a
whole
Christ.
time.
thing about
One at a time.
Poppy with
Let me talk.
the whole drama
Let
thing that
Rambo talk. Let
he
him talk
basically
first. Let him
that's all he
talk.
wants to do.
Let me talk.
Yeah, talk, Rambo, talk.
Whenever that whole thing, whenever the whole thing was Jay was talking, and then you were coming, you were assuming that Jay was still upset about it by what Jay was saying. Your assumption of it doesn't mean that that's what Jay was actually feeling, and Jay actually showed you that. Just because you read a comment and you have an assumption of what that comment means doesn't mean I'm interjecting myself into it or that I want it to keep going or whatever like that. That is just your assumption on it.
Well, in Titanfall Princess's comment section, it looked
Well,
like
hell yeah, I
you
was
were all
after
about
that.
some drama.
I was all after that. You start talking shit about the PC community and stuff like that, and like spreading
Why
misinformation.
not just
I'm
ignore
gonna
it?
come after you
Like you ignore other drama that happens to you.
because that's actually affecting the PC community.
What, Titanfall Princess and
Not
Alive?
just Titanfall
Dave,
Princess, just
but
just in
hold
general
on, Dave.
across
If you're gonna
the
get that
youth.
advice, if you're gonna get that advice, you should do the same thing when we do drama videos. Just don't comment, and that's how you can stay out of
The
everything.
only reason I commented was
But
like
Wait a
I
minute,
told
wait a
you
minute.
you
Hold
brought
on, hold
Wait a
on.
minute.
One at a time. One at a time.
hold
One
on.
at a time.
You brought that into my comment section.
Dave, not once when I made a comment in your comment section talking about the drama shit. Not once. So you can't bring that into
I
there.
told you the reason I ejected myself into it
You
and why I
didn't, but
commented.
what
You
you're
wanna know why?
telling him is you're giving him advice not to inject himself in the conversation by putting comments. I
Yeah,
gave you
but the
the same
problem
advice
was with
a
my
few
thing,
weeks
it was
back,
going on
remember?
in my comment section.
No, the whole
It
thing that
wasn't in your
it
comment
was
section. It was
The
in a
hell it
public.
wasn't. You guys were
Jay,
fighting
Jay, calm down, calm down,
I'm
calm
not
down.
pissed off. I'm not pissed off at all. Listen,
No,
Okay,
I'm
Dave,
just saying you
okay.
you
guys were
don't
fighting
own.
in after
Dave,
Google Hangouts chat of mine. That's
Dave,
the only reason I
let
looked
me
at
ask you a question. Do you own the Hangouts?
my Hangout.
Is it? Is it? No,
It was my Google Hangout, wasn't it?
it doesn't matter. Once it was a live Hangouts from a podcast that you did, correct? It is a Hangout. It is a public group. I can invite anyone in there. It is not a closed Hangouts. It is not one that you started up between just me, you, and One Stop. Anyone could have been in there. I could have invited 30 other people in there. So you didn't have to reply or even associate in the comment. You choose to interject yourself just like you did with the other comment
Well, you
on
guys came
on
on
my channel.
my
That is
podcast
you
starting it
choosing to
too.
inject yourself into the situation.
No, the thing is, this is the problem where you got stuff twisted. It was after Google Hangout that you guys
Is
were
that
going
not a
at, hold on,
public
let me
hangout?
finish. Let me finish. You guys were
I'm
going at it in
finished.
there. I went to go see what it was. I supported both of you, shared your videos, commented. I didn't take sides, and then I got the shit end of the
But
whole
you
fucking thing.
shouldn't have. But you just told him not to put any comments in the comment section, right? That was your advice to him. You
I
should
said to
take your
him,
own
for
advice.
somebody that don't want to be involved in drama, like he told me.
But aren't you?
That's what it
Don't you
was.
not want to be involved in drama? Haven't you said that too?
I didn't know, but the thing was,
It
I was
doesn't
just
matter.
giving.
You knew what
I
was the
didn't know this
video
shit
about?
was as serious as it was.
What was the video about? It was about drama. The same thing with the Titanfall Princess. It's about drama. You just said yourself, out of your own words, that if you don't want to get injected into drama, don't put a comment. I told you this
Well, then
before.
don't take that shit in my fucking comment section if you
It's
don't want me
not your
involved.
comment section. It is a public
If you're
hangout.
in my if you're
Let
in
me
my
ask you,
Google Hangouts
Dave, do you
blowing
know the
up my
difference between
phone
a
and I
public
looked
hangouts and a
at it,
private hangouts?
well then why did you guys come on my fucking podcast when it was live with this shit?
I didn't go on your podcast when it was live. Go look at your podcast. I can give you the dates and times of the podcast and the timestamps. You will see that I never once argued with One Stop. The only person that argued with One Stop in your podcast was Thanos. Please recorrect yourself on that
That's what I'm saying.
situation.
It got brought on there, and then you guys were
What?
arguing, and after. Okay, so I'm wrong. You're right, as usual.
No. I'm not saying that. Listen to what I'm saying. There's a difference when you do a hangouts. There's two different type of hangouts. Actually, there's three. You have your regular live hangout that you do that becomes an event.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
Let Jay finish, Dave. Let him finish.
My comment bad.
Dave, let me finish. Let me finish first, and I'll tell you. What I'm saying is you have three different type of hangouts when you do a hangout. You have your regular public hangouts, which are closed groups. You have your private hangouts, which you can actually privatize where no one can make invites into that group. That is a private hangout. What we were in was a public off-air hangouts that was an old hangouts from your podcast. I can go in that hangouts right now because I'm still in it and invite 30 people into that hangouts. That makes it a public hangout. Whatever we say in there, you have the choice as a person to get out of the hangouts. You have a choice as a person to disable the hangouts so you don't hear the notifications, because I do it with all of them so they don't pop up on my phone when y'all are talking in them. And that is how you disassociate yourself from the hangouts. Now, back to your comment that you said. No, I did not feel that your comment was incorrect or your comment was insulting. But, like I said time and time again, it wasn't your comment that pissed me off. It was when you went in Poppy 2K's podcast on the 17th of June, and you twisted not only my words, but Thanos' words. And that is where it pissed me off.
And let me ask you a question, Armored. Were you not in videos when you were claiming you were not talking about me, like the one thing when you said the next gen, the three fuck boys? Who are the three fuck boys?
We have already had this discussion, didn't we? I generalized
who the three. In your videos,
hold on.
Like, are we cool? Like, that's
didn't we already discuss this in off-air hangout?
Armored, so I'm bringing it up too.
I will, and just like I told you then, you were not the three fuck boys. I was generalizing everybody that was in the cast, as the third fuck boy was everybody in there. That was not directed towards you at all, and I told you before that was for entertainment value. Just like I told you in the last off-air hangouts. If you took that as an insult, that is on you. You should have came to me, like I've said before, and asked me, man to man, was that 3-foot boy comment directed towards you, and I would have told you the same thing.
Well, what podcast were you referring to?
That's the Poppy podcast where I jumped in there and called everyone out.
Who were the people in that podcast?
It was you, One Stop, Poppy, and fucking Gamer Nick, which we call the mannequin of fucking podcast. And there was another person in the podcast too.
That's the thing. Gamer Nick wasn't really saying
that. Well, Dave, who was in that podcast?
That's who was in the podcast.
I'm trying to say that's where you got to assume where I thought the three fuckboys, because it's me, One Stop.
And Kenoshi was in the podcast too. I could have been referring to three fuck. It doesn't matter though. Was he still in the podcast? I could have referred to the three fuckboys as Kenoshi. I could have been pissed off at Kenoshi.
Three fuckboys, that don't add up. That just don't add up to me. I'm sorry. A fuckboy is
regardless of what you think or like how you're assuming, I'm telling you what I was talking about. I even told you when I put the comment down there with Next Gen that it was entertainment. And if you took it out of context, that is on you. That is not on me. That is on you.
Like I said, Armored, you're right. I'm wrong. That's how
I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just giving you my situation on it. If you don't like what you're hearing,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I took it that way. Because if we're the three main people in the podcast talking, like it was One Stop.
Actually, you weren't the only three main people in the podcast talking. Kodoshi interjected several times, and even Gamer Nick did. And there was another person in the cast. I'll go back and rewatch the video to tell you the fourth person was, because there was someone else in there too.
Does he still have that podcast up?
I have the podcast. So I can go
Well,
verbatim
what
and
I'm
show
saying,
you.
Armored, there was times where we were cool because we talked, and it was like the whole thing with Jay Tracy. Or Dick,
Here, hold on.
hold on.
You're
Like
bringing
I
up the
called you.
comment. What did I
I
tell
can't even
you?
say nothing. I can't even say nothing.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, like the whole thing with Jay Tracy. I said, hey, I said you're like Dick Tracy. You do a lot of great research. You said you were cool with that, and then another video you said it was a stalker comment, and that's on there somewhere too.
Because it's a passive-aggressive comment. I was cool with the comment because I didn't give a fuck about the comment. Like I said, the comment doesn't fucking piss me off. What
But
pissed
that's
me
what I'm
off...
trying to say. It
Listen
looked
to
like
me,
you were
Dave.
taking shots at me. That's what I'm
Listen to
saying.
me, Dave. The comment doesn't piss me off. When you type, well, you can type whatever the fuck you want in the comment section. I'm just going to look at this shit as bullshit, troll, entertainment, yada, yada, yada. What pissed me off was when you went in the Poppy's podcast and you twisted words around and you twisted
What
around
did
the
I
wrong
twist?
information.
What did I
You
twist?
said that Thanos, and I'm going to go with the first part, and then I'll get into the other part. You
Okay.
said that Thanos was the one that started the beef, and it was Thanos the one that was arguing with One Stop. Now, if you go back to your Sony E3 conference aftercast view that you did about the Sony's conference, at 41 minutes in, fucking One Stop joins in. At 41 minutes and 47 seconds in, Thanos joins in. No more than 10 seconds after Thanos joins in, One Stop fucking pops shots and starts talking shit about me. Then he goes down Thanos' throat. That is where you got the misinformation. You said Thanos jumped down One Stop's throat. Now, if you go watch the video, and if you want, I'll make a video showing it, the timestamps and everything, it was One Stop that interjected and started the whole thing. I joined the cast the day before on the Microsoft thing, and an hour and 20 minutes in, and popped a shot about the fucking Twitter comment, and that was it. It was a pop the shots. One Stop drug it in further, and when One Stop drug it in further, then I made my response. Do you see where you twisted the words around? Because when you did the Poppy channel, you didn't state that.
Say it one more time, because I was trying to find the video. I mean, I know I don't mean for you to repeat all that, but whatever. It's whatever. I mean, I'm wrong. You're right, like I said.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm only going to give you information and facts. And like I do just with my Sentries Gaming, I have a notebook for them. I have 6 notebooks. Everyone will tell you. I write down the dates and times when people join the clan. I write down what time they leave, reasons why they leave. I did the same thing with the drama situation. I have it on my fucking Surface Pro 3. I have dates, times of all the situations. I kept all the facts on date and on record. So I do that to make sure I'm not giving out any wrong information.
That's fine. I mean, that is what my whole thing with the whole thing. Maybe I shouldn't have commented, but if I'm a subscriber of your channel and I support you, I'm gonna share your video and give you feedback.
Yet
That's
again,
all I'm saying.
you're not getting what I'm getting at. You just
It's
told.
Armored. It's
No,
a big
listen.
mess. That's what the thing is. I'm not gonna sit here and look back at videos. I just know what happened. Why?
Listen to me.
That's all.
You just told Rambo he shouldn't have commented in the comments.
No, he shouldn't have. With all this shit he
Okay,
told me
then.
fucking Poppy, he shouldn't have been because he
Then
told me he wasn't
that
about
is your
drama at
advice.
all.
Is that not your advice to Rambo?
If I'm in the drama, then I'm gonna talk. That's
Is
all
that not your advice to Rambo?
I say because
Okay,
with
so
Rambo,
then
what
why
he told
couldn't
me,
you
hold
say-
on, what he told me and me and Poppy, he didn't want no part of this at all. But then he's saying he wants the popcorn ready. That's all. Maybe I took his comment wrong, but that's what it looked like to me.
Okay, so but that's a thing though. But since you took the comment wrong, you're assuming that I'm in this drama, or I'm part of the drama, and yet here it or egging the drama on. But that just you can't just sit there and assume just because you think you're right that you're right. There's always
Surface Pro for life, son.
But I mean, you're still arguing that point that thing. I have a right to comment and talk and like wish that this damn thing was over. I'm done. I'm fucking tired of it. Dude, I don't have to sit there and tell every last thing that I'm thinking. My God.
Okay, if I have
to spell it out for you, then maybe the internet's not a place.
If I have, let's say I have some shit going on my channel, and let's say Levon comes and says, "Oh, I'm getting the popcorn ready." How is Levon gonna be looked at? Like he's ready for this shit to go down.
But that's still
right.
That's still okay. Just because he's looked at that way doesn't necessarily mean that's what he means.
If you said in your comment, "Hey, I'm ready for this shit to be over. This shit is getting old," then I would have.
Okay, I kind of get what Dave's saying. Let's say this shit's about to go down. What would that mean to you?
If I said that,
yeah.
Yes, I mean I didn't say that.
But you didn't say what you're.
No, I'm just making an example.
Yeah, honestly, that if I had said that, I would definitely say you're right on that.
Okay.
However,
But
I
that's
said
what I'm saying.
I'm going to
Rambo, the
get my
only thing
popcorn or
is,
whatever.
Rambo, I have nothing against you, man. I think you're a cool dude, but the only thing is when I saw some of your comments recently, like the whole Titanfall thing, maybe you were defending PC, that's fine. But when I see, and somebody told me you wrote that too, and I went and looked and I saw it. They took it
Who
that way
told you he
too.
wrote that?
It wasn't only me. It wasn't only me
Who
that took
told
it
you
that
he
way.
wrote that?
Poppy, he saw it too. He said, look at Rambo. He's in the middle of this now too.
I'm
That's
not
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
middle of
So I'm
it.
just saying there's other people that took it that way too.
Then that's still not my
It's not
problem,
just
though.
me. I'm not. But if you
That's
were,
still not my
the
problem.
thing
That
is, Rambo, if you were saying you were
Can I
doing,
ask a
if you
question,
wanted to
Dave?
end, why didn't you write that? Why didn't you write that?
Dave, can I ask a question?
Yeah, ask a
You
Oh,
question.
you
what?
you, you went to elementary school, right, Dave?
Yep.
Oh,
Do you remember back in elementary school where you played the game called the phone game where you sat in a
oh,
circle and someone said something and then it went around the circle? You know that's essentially what we're doing right now. Y'all read a
Well, then
comment, y'all say
armor.
something, then you say what the comment says, and then you get pissed off, and then it goes
Well,
around in a
that's
circle and everybody gets
that's
pissed
like
off.
Brimstone said.
Why
Hold on,
not
that's
come
like
to the
Brimstone.
direct link?
It's like Brimstone said with the whole drama. All that's ever going to happen with drama is somebody's going to do a video, somebody's going to come back with their points of how they were right. That's all it is. If you want to end it, let's end it here. It's done.
We already ended it. This
Well, then
this
why
was
are we
already
talking
in. Like
about
why?
it?
Because you bringing the shit up.
Well, because we're talking about it, right?
If you didn't want to keep talking about it, then you would have ended the call. You know what's the title of this podcast?
the
I
Armor
was brought.
Sentries
Hold on, wait a
interview.
second. Wait a second. I was sent
You
the
were
link
brought in
to
here
this
to ask
podcast.
3 questions and then it was done.
You were the
You were
one
supposed
that
to leave
wanted
after the
Rambo
3
to
questions.
come in here. Rambo's
Because
name got brought up
Rambo
in our
had it
conversation. I commented.
because Rambo asked to come in here because you were accusing him on something. He has the right, as someone being accused
Well,
for
that's
something,
why we're here
to
then,
talk to
Armor.
his accuser.
No,
But the thing
I
is,
renamed it to the Armor Sentry interview podcast /
It
podcast.
it still doesn't matter. The point of the interview
Yeah,
was for that. You wanted to come in here. You wanted to ask me key questions. You got the questions,
yeah.
and then you move on. The same thing.
Mhm.
Rambo wanted to come in here, ask you key questions. He got his answer. You move on. That's just
okay,
how it's done.
we got our answers. I guess I took his comment wrong. Let's move on.
can we
Okay.
please?
Fine. That's how you do it.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So then
All right,
I'm gonna
everyone.
back out because I'm good with that. So
Okay. Okay. See you later. See you at Discord.
Night, everybody, and drink your
Later,
integrated.
All right. All right. Pl- uh, please rate, comment, subscribe, and would you guys like to shout your channel out?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't mean to interrupt the interview, but I've seen interviews on this channel before where people jumped in, so I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
There's
But
nothing wrong.
thank you, Levon, for having me, and I always
Okay.
appreciate being a part of your show when I am.
Mhm. Yeah. You
Thanks.
too. What about you, Armored?
This is your boy Jay Sentries of Sentries Gaming. I'm out this bitch. Peace, guys.
All right, guys. See you guys later. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Okay. And Brock.